Yo! What is good? Sixer Nation, Philly Take Nation. Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB. Sixers back on a Sunday evening after one of the most exciting games of the year, where they look to get some revenge against the Atlanta Hawks after they lost to them in double overtime a week and a half ago. We have some updates, some exciting ones, some not so exciting ones. So we'll break it all down, man. But it's about that time. It is about time to get rocking and rolling, baby. Right here on Philly Take with RB. Let's go. Let's go, man. Hope you are all doing well. And thank you for being here, man. Welcome in officially on a Sunday, snowy Sunday, we'll call it. Welcome in on a snowy Sunday. I apologize for being a few minutes late. As you know, the Eagles played today, and I cover the Eagles for A to Z Sports Philly. So I was over there getting everything done, but we are here. So let's go ahead and jump into the pregame, man. Y'all know what to do. Welcome in. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Wherever you're tapping in from, welcome in to the Sixers Game Day Live show right here on Philly Take with RB, presented by our great partners over at National University. As always, we're powered by the Sleeper app. 14-10 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 14-12 Atlanta Hawks. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day Live show. We give you pregame, live game, post-game coverage, all the great stuff in between, play-by-play, reactions, analysis. We read out your comments. We take your phone calls, all that good stuff. We know the spiel, man. We're a little behind, so we're going to, keep this thing moving. But ladies and gentlemen, here's what I need from you, man. Like the show, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Don't miss any of the content. We are under 300 subscribers away from 50K. Get us to the 50,000 mark. It has been a long time coming. A lot has went into that, and I feel like we've built one of the greatest communities. So, ladies and gentlemen, hit the subscribe button, like the show, get us out everywhere. All right, follow us on all platforms, our Instagram and TikTok handle at Philly Take with RB. Same thing over on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take Mods. Keep those links flowing throughout the show. Lastly, shout out to the members. If you want to become a member, hit the join button down in the chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to condense this as much as we can here. Number one, Tyrese Maxey remains out with an illness tonight. As I told you all the last game, and obviously you can hear I'm feeling a bit better, which I'm glad about. I will be honest, I think I don't want to put a number on it, but I would say at least 50% of the people I know right now are sick. So I hope that all of you are feeling good out there. There's something obviously going around. I just got done being sick for a week. Tyrese Maxey, to miss 2 games in a row, has to be dealing with something pretty bad. So I'm glad that Maxey gets a rest because of the NBA Cup. He essentially gets like a 2-week break. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. And Tyrese Maxey dealing with an illness. Hopefully he feels good. Prayer emojis for Maxey in the chat. But the big thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is that Joel Embiid is good to go. Joel Embiid is playing tonight. This is the first time that Joel Embiid, even with a day rest in between, is able to go. That is huge news. If you were not here on Friday night, you missed a thrilling Joel Embiid vintage performance, 39 points. We talked all about it. It was amazing. And all day, Joel Embiid was questionable. So the question was, is he going to suit it back up again tonight? And he is. So drop some fires for Joel Embiid in the chat. Joel Embiid is playing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly Oubre Jr. remains out. No update per Nick Nurse. So I don't know what the heck's going on with Kelly. Trenton Watford remains out as well. Other than that, we're all suited up and good to go. Paul George playing tonight for the Atlanta Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker was questionable with an ankle sprain. He is playing, though. Caleb Houston, Nafali Dante, and Nikola Desercic out. Kristaps Porzingis is out. I think there's something going on with Porzingis, but whatever it is with Kristaps, I know he hasn't played in a while. I hope he's all right, man. He has like some immune system thing. So prayers up for Kristaps Porzingis. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, no Trae Young, obviously. He's been out for like a month. The Sixers lost to this team in double overtime. I believe that game was, how long ago was that? A week and a half? 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, the Sixers lost to the Hawks. That was the first game on a Sunday, by the way, where Joel, PG, and Maxey all played, and they were on minute restrictions, and it went to double overtime, and the Hawks were down like 6 players, and it was just very, very, very frustrating. So that was one of the most frustrating losses of the season, and the Sixers need to get their revenge tonight. Other than that, both of these teams are middle of the pack. I'll tell you their offensive ratings here in a second. Sixers are at number 16. The Hawks are 14th by 0.07 ahead. So they're almost even offensively. And in terms of defense, the Sixers are now at number 11 and the Hawks are at number 15. But both of these teams are very similar. They are both middle of the pack. The Sixers are actually 4th in the Eastern Conference right now, which is pretty wild when you think about how things have gone this year and you think about where everything's at. They are at number 4. They're tied with 3 other teams. The Cavs, the Raptors, and the Magic for the 4th seed. The Magic won last night. And how about the Thunder? The Thunder lost last night to the San Antonio Spurs. So the Thunder will not be winning the NBA Cup. They are now 24-2. And it'll be the Magic and the Spurs in the NBA Cup. So, anyway. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The Magic did not win. Did I say Magic? I'm all over, man. The Magic lost to the Knicks. So it'll be the New York Knicks and the Spurs in the Cup. The Magic played last night, but they lost. So it'll be the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Cup. The Magic lost and the Thunder lost. All right, man. That's really all I have to say about this matchup. We'll see how Joel Embiid looks. If you were here for the post game last time, you saw that, Joel Embiid looked like himself, but now the question is, can he do it again? This has been my biggest question all year. Can Joel Embiid continue to look like himself? Can he continue, after a big game to be involved? So that's going to be a huge ask tonight by Joel Embiid. Paul George had a great game last time out. He's going to have to be big. No Tyrese Maxey again. So we'll see how it goes, man. Give me your thoughts on this game in the chat. That's really all I have right now. I'm also monitoring my double football fantasy playoffs right now. So we got a lot going on, man, but I'm excited to talk with you all about it. If you're in the playoffs for fantasy, let me know. And speaking of fantasy, man, I got to give a huge shout out before we get to our predictions to our great partner of this show, and it is Sleeper. I'm playing my fantasy football on Sleeper. If you have not tried out Sleeper, you definitely got to check them out. But even better yet, you got to check out Sleeper Picks. Man, Sleeper's your one-stop shop for all your sports news, your updates. I'm getting updates as we speak right now. That's how interactive and cool the Sleeper community is. But with Sleeper's Picks, you choose anywhere from 2 to 8 of your favorite players between sports, across sports, could be pregame, live, during the game, whatever. Sleeper allows you to pick more or less than the predicted stats. You're essentially taking a few picks and you're picking the overs or the unders. Simple as that. You can make the entries in a few seconds, $1 minimum. It's that easy. And on Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000 times your payout if your picks win. Use the code PhillyTake. Get a $100 match on your first deposit, up to $100 right now. And also, they're still offering the free $20 promo. No deposit required. So check out the Sleeper app right now. And speaking of which, we're going to go over to the Sleeper app and we are going to make some picks. So let's go ahead and see what we got cooking up in the Sixers versus Hawks game tonight. What do we think? Does Joel do it again? Joel's at 24.5 points. What do we think? Can he go over that? I think he can. No Porzingis. Hawks are down a few players. I think Okongwu and whoever else they have are no match for Joel Embiid. So I am actually going to believe in Joel to go on the over tonight. Jared McCain, 9.5 points off the bench. I still feel really good about McCain, even though he's not playing that many minutes. I think McCain could have a big impact offensively tonight. And then let's see, let's go to the defensive side. We have not done this yet over on Sleeper, but Dyson Daniels is maybe the best on-ball defender in the NBA. So I kind of like Dyson Daniels over on steals. He's at 2.5. Guy is really freaking good at guarding these ball handlers, and especially without a guy like Tyrese Maxey on the floor, I think Dyson Daniels has an opportunity to take advantage here. So I'm going to take Dyson Daniels over on the steals. I'm going to take Joel Embiid over points and McCain over on points as well. It is that easy. Go check out Sleeper, make your picks, play along, and see how they do, and use the code PhillyTake. Get that 100% deposit match on Sleeper, and as always, terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially time for our final score predictions. What do y'all think, man? What do you think? Let me know right now in the chat. What will the final score of this game be? Who will lead the game in scoring? And how many points will they have? Who will be the leading scorer? How many points will they have? And who is going to win this game tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, give me your predictions down in the comments. We're going to read them out. We're going to shout some people out. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day live show. Let me save my picks here real quick for Sleeper. What do we think, man? What do we think? Drop your final score predictions. I know it's Sunday. I know football's on. Fantasy football playoffs are on. A lot's going on, but we're going to have some fun tonight. And we get to watch the 76ers with Joel Embiid for a second consecutive game. And I'm excited about it. So what do you think is going to happen tonight? Drop your final score prediction into the chat right now. And I'm going to give you my prediction here in just a second. Starting lineups, VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Paul George, Dominic Barlow, Joel Embiid. For the Hawks, it'll be Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Zachary Riza-Shea, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu. Jalen Johnson was tremendous in that double OT game. I think this is going to be a really close game, man. I am tempted to pick the Atlanta Hawks, I'll be honest with you. And I don't want to make a pick with my heart. I want to make the pick with my head. Hawks are a 60% almost on the matchup predictor here. They're a favorite by 5 points. The question is, will Joel Embiid look good like he did last game? And until we see it, I mean, it's very hard to pick the 76ers, especially on the road. I feel like it's going to be right down to the wire again. I mean, you're banking on a big Joel and big PG game. I hope the Sixers don't make me look like a fool, but I'm going to pick the 76ers to win a nail-biter, a cardiac of the cardiacs. Hopefully it doesn't go to double OT again, but I'm going to say the Sixers win it 108-106 in the final moments of the game. 108-106, and I think that it'll actually be someone for Atlanta to lead the game in scoring. Even though I don't think they'll win, I think Jalen Johnson, who had 41 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists in that double OT game, is going to once again have a field day against the 76ers. But ultimately, I think it'll be the Sixers that get their revenge tonight. And I think they're going to do that through a combination of Joel Embiid. I don't think he'll have 39 again, but I think he'll play well. I think Paul George has been playing his butt off. And it's really going to rely on VJ Edgecombe and Quentin Grimes tonight, you know? Like, those guys need to have 15 points each. They need to knock down some threes, play good defense on the perimeter. So that's how I feel, man. I think Jalen Johnson leads the game, and I'm going to say he drops 33 points tonight. But the Sixers ultimately pull out a nail-biter. Give me your predictions in the chat. Let's see what we have going on. 125, 111 Sixers, Embiid 35. Lou World in the chat. What's up, Lou? Great channel member. He says 119, 104 Sixers, Embiid with 44. 128, 126 Sixers, 120 to 115 in overtime Sixers. 114, 106 Sixers, Joel with 40, says Karen. What's up, Karen? Busy B in the house, says Embiid 26, 107, 102. Sixers get a win. Marsha McCollum, what's going on? 119 to 100 Sixers, Embiid 35. Dom says 116, 108 Sixers. Cool J, 125, 111 Sixers, Embiid and Paul George with 20 each. Cash is 101, 100 Hawks. Tycoon says 111, 101 Sixers, VJ with 30. Pete says 119, 114, Embiid 35. Kevin says 112, 108 Hawks. Alan says we got a massive chance here in Atlanta. We're ready for the next level. What else we got? Busy says, I bet the over on Grimes turnovers. Watch him go under. Hey, it might be the reverse psychology, Busy. It might. It might. Sixers 120, 115. Joel PG combined for 40. Great predictions tonight, man. We have 130 people in the chat. Get us to 100 likes. Get us to 50K. It is a snowy Sunday night. And it is the Sixers Game Day Live Show at RB. Drop the beat. Let's go! Come on, man. I need all that energy in the chat. All that energy in the chat. Let's go! Yeah! Yeah! Let's go, man. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, man. This game was added in by the NBA, I think like 2 weeks ago, after the whole NBA Cup played out. Kind of glad the Sixers didn't make the NBA Cup, because that way they're getting some good rest. After tonight, they will be off until Friday. They play a back-to-back this week. They'll play the New York Knicks on Friday, and they will play the Dallas Mavericks on Saturday. But they have, 4 days off in between? So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, man. Let's go, chat. I need some fires in the chat. I need to get it to 100 likes, man. We're at 133 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, y'all. I'm just checking a few things real quick.
Let's go.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, follow us everywhere. Support our show. I'm RB, man. We do this every game. Please, no spoilers in the chat. No spamming. Please do not come in talking about the scoreboard and all that. I'm currently trying to fix it. I actually talked with some other streamers. Everybody has the same issue when it comes to the NBA because of how fast the game is. So we are in the midst of building a custom scoreboard. A lot going on, but all good things, man. So thank you for being here, man. We try to give you the most accurate play-by-play, up-to-date analysis. We read out the comments. We get everybody involved. And we have some fun here on the YouTube show. Best community in the world, man. I'll put it up against anybody. I say it every single game. Every single game. So thank you for being here, man. Feeling a lot better today. So hopefully we can get this W here at the State Farm Arena. Let's get it going, man. All right, man, let's go. $5 super chat. My guy Don Boyle says, let's get this win. Don Boyle, thank you so much. And shout out to Don, man. OG of the channel, always showing up and rocking out for us, man. Let's get this W, brother. Let's go, man. Karen says, thanks for all you do, RB. Thank you for all that you guys and girls do. Without you, I would be nothing. So thank you. And please do me a huge favor and like the show. Pump us into the algorithm. All right. Pump us into the algo. Support our show. Get us through the YouTube waves. Guys, we are blowing up on Facebook right now. We're blowing up on TikTok. We're doing everything, man. So I need y'all to keep showing us love. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell your next door neighbor's next door neighbor. On the other side, though, not you. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to the members. Mods, keep the links flowing periodically throughout the chat. Keep reminding people to please like and comment and get involved, man. That's the best part about this show. We are not trying to be TV. We're not trying to, just say whatever and not hear the fans. We're trying to give the fans a voice. That is our goal. That is our goal. Let's go, man. Let's go. We should have 100 likes right now. We're at 146 people and 60 likes. Let's go. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Let's go, man. Let's go. Also, shout out to the merch, man. Get your Philly Take merch, phillytakewithrb.com. If you want to rock the gear, man. It has been an interesting day, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a fun day, though. I watched the Eagles shut out the Raiders. I did my A to Z coverage over there. So definitely go check that out on A to Z Sports Philly. Mods, drop the link in the chat. Make sure you turn on noties over there. And then I've been monitoring my fantasy football playoffs. One of my leagues I'm currently winning. The number 1 seed was talking some smack. So I said, all right, just watch. And you know what's funny? The number 1 seed got smacked by 70 points. So that is a valuable lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't talk your talk until you move through, man. And the other league I'm currently losing in right now, but we got that on monitor, man. All right, let's see. Yo, RB, you're better than the TV broadcaster's best stream out there. Thank you, my man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. My guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, has 33 fantasy points at halftime. That's crazy. Carrying me to a W. Lou World says, about to watch after the stream. Yeah, go check it out. Check it out. Blazin says he does have good points. It's cool we can watch and talk to each other. I'm telling you, nobody could do it like this, man. Nobody is doing it like this show. Let's go. Let's go. RB, wake up the neighbors. We're not at 100 likes yet, man. You guys have to earn that from now on. From now on, you guys got to earn it, man. I mean, you always do, but still. Y'all got to earn it. 175 people in here, man. Neighbors have been sleeping pretty all week, man. Guys, we do this every single week, every single game, pregame, live game, and postgame show. We go right in, one into the next. We did our pregame show. We go right into the live game show. After the game, we set it up for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then we go right into the postgame show. Then we clip up stuff from the postgame show, put it on all of our other socials, and we blow that up. Let's go. Trying to hit this air horn, man. Trying to hit the air horn. Let's go, man. How do we think Joel Embiid is going to look today? How do we think Joel Embiid is going to look, man? RB and Eastwood should take over for Kate and Olive. That'd be fire. You guys never know, man. You never know. You never know. You never know what this could lead to, man. I mean, we literally interviewed Tyrese Maxey. Maxey has watched our stuff, man. You never know what this stuff could lead to. That's why I'm saying, man, keep building this community. Keep growing. Lots of opportunity ahead, man. Lots of opportunity ahead. No Tyrese Maxey tonight. Joel Embiid is in. First time he is playing even with a day of rest in between. So I'm looking forward to it, man. 200 plus people in the chat. We need 22 more likes. Get us to 100 likes. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's get it rocking and rolling, baby. Embiid is going to feast on defense and put up back-to-back 30-point games. I really hope he does, man. I really hope he does. Also, just to let you guys know, there's been a weird trend on Twitter. Not that I believe things that go on Twitter a lot, but there's been a weird trend on Twitter from Sixer fans, some of them who are saying that Joel Embiid played so good last game because Tyrese Maxey did not play. And the only thing I want to say to that tonight is, if you are a Sixers fan and you have anything at all negative to say about Tyrese Maxey this season, there's something seriously wrong with you and you cannot be taken seriously. You cannot be taken seriously if you have anything negative to say about Tyrese Maxey. So that's all I'm going to say. Other than that, Jared McCain should be playing more minutes. There's also, let's just say, like a wave of Sixer fans who reacted to a tweet I put out the other night saying that McCain should have had more than 3 minutes in the second half. And they said I was crazy and all this stuff. I just don't understand. I mean, Jared McCain can help this team out. I don't understand why McCain's not playing more. But anyway, man, I'm going to do everything I can to continue to bring you the best coverage. It was funny. Even the one guy said, man, I'm pretty sure. He said, I'm pretty convinced this guy doesn't watch games. Well, the funniest thing is that I watch games live every game with all of you. So how would I not be watching the game? Anyway, man.
Yes,
Let's go.
sir.
Sixers got to get this going, man. 200 people in the chat. We need 10 more likes. Get us to 100 so we can hit the air horn. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Maxey illness tonight. Oubre and Watford remain out. Trae Young and Kristaps Porzingis remain out. $10 super chat from TJ. TJ Hogue 371. Thank you so much. Maxey soft. He should have punched Bane in his jaw. I mean, I don't think that makes Tyrese Maxey soft. Maxey got right up in his grill. Maxey did everything he should have on that play. He got right up in his grill, stood his ground. If he punches a guy in the face, he gets a suspension. So I'm cool off that. But shout out to Tyrese Maxey. He's been doing his thing, man. Starting lineups, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, and I didn't see the fifth guy. And, oh, wow, the Sixers rocking the white jerseys tonight. Okay. Sixers rocking the white jerseys tonight. VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Paul George, Dominic Barlow, and Joel Embiid. VJ Edgecombe rocking the white headband. Paul George with the nice fade. We'll see if Andre Drummond plays tonight, most likely, over Adem Bona. Dominic Barlow, former Atlanta Hawk. Alrighty, man. We will get everything up and situated here. Let's get our scoreboard rocking and rolling. Let's see. Here we go. All right, we are off in the ATL. Here's the backdoor cut. Walker puts it up, and he was blocked. And immediately on the first play, Nickeil Alexander-Walker comes up limping. Paul George for three. That's in and out. So we just talked in the pregame show about how Walker came into this game with an ankle sprain. And they're going to call a timeout already because Nickeil Alexander-Walker is injured. So the first play of the game, Nickeil Alexander-Walker goes up for a layup and gets blocked. And he came into the game with an ankle sprain. And now he is out. Well, I mean, he's not officially out yet, but he's going to come out of this game for now. Let's see what happened here. Looks like he pump faked. He came down. I don't know if it was the right or the left, but. So now he's going to go back to the locker room, I believe, but we got a timeout and a commercial. So, all right, so that's an interesting way to start this game, man. Very interesting way to start this game. Guys, we need one more like. Get us to 100 likes so we can hit the yes, sir. Is Phillip Rivers winning right now? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get distracted. Yo, the Colts are beating the Seahawks right now. If you guys don't know what's going on in the Colts and Seahawks game, essentially the Colts brought Phillip Rivers, who's 44 years old and is a grandpop, out of retirement for this week. Guy hasn't played football in 5 years. And they brought him out of retirement to play a game, and he's going up against one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they're currently winning. I mean, a lot of time to play, but still, it's like, what the heck? What in the world? So anyway, it's just crazy, man. Whoa, what's going on over here? Dang, they just started changing my stats, man. What the heck is going on? Maybe ESPN is injured too. Just change my stats out of nowhere. What's up, man? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to this, man, we do this every game. We give you the live stats. We give you the updates, the play-by-play. We give it all to you, man. We got 100 likes in the chat. Drop the yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. Every 100 likes, we drop the yes, sir. We drop the air horn. It's a staple of the show. Let's get it rocking and rolling, baby. Let's get it rocking and rolling, baby. What's up, man? Thank you all so much for being here. I'm RB. You guys see that number on the bottom right? We need to get that to 50,000. Daniels finds... Who is that? Who did they just... Is that Nikhil Alexander-Walker? He just hit a 3. I thought he left the game. He just stayed in the game and hit a 3-pointer. Joel pulls up the midi. It's good. Dyson Daniels, the floater on the other end. It's airballed. Hawks get it back, though. Okongwu for 3, and he answers with a triple of his own. Like I said, the Hawks had a really good offseason. He pulled off that big trade on draft night with Derek Queen and the Pelicans. So they have an unprotected pick for next year. Quentin Grimes finds VJ spaced out in the corner. 3-ball is good. Drop a 3J in the chat. Picking up right where he left off in the first quarter last game. Walker downhill, lays it up, and got the bounce. Still looking to move a little bit gingerly on that ankle that he just hurt on the first play of the game. Here's Joel Embiid guarded by Okongwu. Now Edgecombe takes the screen, kicks it back to Joel. Joel going to post up, and here comes a double. VJ swings it. Grimes, corner. Paul George, quick 3. Got it! Little bit of a no-dip.
He's on fire!
Let's go, man. This is how the Sixers need to shoot the ball. Daniels for 3. That's good. So it is a constant back and forth here. Holy smokes. Here's Joel Embiid going to find Paul George down in the mid-range. PG over Rizachet. Can't get it to drop. Hawks lead it by 3. 2:20 into this one. Walker coming around a screen. Drives downhill. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. Barlow taps it out. PG's out in transition. 3-on-3. PG to the baseline. Up and fouled. Paul George to the line for 2. 260 people in the live chat right now. Do me a huge favor, ladies and gentlemen. I just ask you real quick. Doesn't cost a penny. Go down below, find the thumb, and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We are 270, right? 272. Let's go, man. 272 subs away. 282 subs. My bad. My brain's everywhere today, man. I've been doing content all day. Let's go, man. Get us up to 50,000 subs. We welcome everybody in this community, man. Thank you for being here. Paul George going to knock down a pair at the line. Here's the give and go. Daniels turns and spins. Embiid moving around well out there on defense right now. Okongwu for 3. Can't get it to fall that time. Rebounded by Quentin Grimes. Here come the 76ers. Grimes up the floor to PG. Barlow moving around the baseline. Here's Grimes. Grimes going to find Paul George. Paul George to Embiid. Embiid turns, puts it up, and he was fouled. So it's Joel Embiid going to the free throw line. Let's go, man. Karen says, find the thumb, hit the like button. Dom says hit the like button. Focus a bit more on the game and chat. The subs will come. Thank you for the advice, but I've been doing this for 6 years. I know how to do it. The more you like the show, the more it'll show it to more people on YouTube. I know the algorithm in and out like the back of my hand. So with all due respect, man, hit the damn like button and the chat will continue to grow. Let's go, man. Joel going to go 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Atlanta. Dyson Daniels, guarded by Paul George. Here's Johnson working against Edgecombe. Drives in to the paint, goes up, missed it. Tapped out by Atlanta. Walker gets it back. Here's Okongwu, 10 on the shot clock. Here's a 3-ball from Rizachet. That's no good. Quentin Grimes downhill, kicks it out. Edgecombe for 3. Can't get it to go. Hawks pick it up, and here they come. 8:20 to go in the first quarter. Jalen Johnson steps over. Johnson floats it up, missed it. Gets it back, and then couldn't get it to go again. Sixers pick it up. Paul George going to find Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid working at the elbow. Joel steps back, kicks it to PG, didn't grab it. VJ has it, 7 on the shot clock, and he throws it away. Hawks have a one-on-one. Johnson to the rim, and he's fouled. Let's see. Can I get a shout-out? What's up? What's up, man? Karen, what's good? Begging for subs is the algorithm, I guess. Actually, I'm not begging for subs, man. I'm saying if you're here, man, and you want to get active on the chat, you have to subscribe, bro. Simple as that. It's just a fact, bro. Just you being here, even if you don't hit the like and do all that stuff, you're still growing the show regardless. So I'm going to keep doing exactly what I'm doing because it's worked and it's gotten me to where I'm at right now. So all I'm saying is the more you like the show, the more it'll show it to more people. That's just how YouTube works. That's just how the algorithm stuff works, man. So anyway, man. At the end of the day, the community shows up every game. Community shows up every game no matter what, man. That's all that matters to me. 7:40 to go here in the first. Hawks lead it by 2. Here's Grimes going downhill, turns, kicks it back, and stolen by the Hawks. Here they come. Rizachet all the way. He's fouled down the other end. And Rizachet going to go to the stripe for 2. 260 people in the chat. Like the show. Let's push it out in front of more people. Thank you all for being here. Can we get some blue and red in the chat? Can we get some blue and red in the chat? Let's go, man. You guys are right. My bad. I shouldn't have even read the comment. This is why I need more people to chat, man. That way I don't see those comments. I haven't even been looking at the chat as much, but it just... Anytime I look at the chat, man, I usually just see the first comment that pops up. But anyway, I got to read the members anyway. Their comments highlight a different color, so let's go. Hawks lead it by 4. Jared McCain in for the first time. After the free throws, McCain is in the game. It's Edgecombe on the bench. McCain running the backup point. Here's Joel Embiid. Now they're going to double Embiid off the ball, and Embiid made a bad pass, and he threw it away. Stolen by Alexander Walker. Daniels behind the back, floats it up, missed it, and tapped it in himself. Sixers need to generate some more offense here. They are falling behind. This is exactly what I was concerned about in the pregame. I did pick the Sixers to win by 2 points, but I said I was concerned about it. They're getting sloppy. Joel's getting doubled off the ball. They're not moving the ball as well. Sixers need to move the ball, man. They're not moving the ball enough, and they're kind of all over the place right now. Let's go, man. 300 people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. $2 super chat. Philly for life. He says, what up, RB, fellas, ladies? Sorry I'm late. How are we? We're doing all right, man. Trying to follow up this Joel Embiid 39-point game with another game. He is finally playing back-to-back games, even though it's not back-to-back days, but he is playing back-to-back games. So let's hope that Joel Embiid can continue to do his thing. Now, they are doubling him a lot. They're doubling him off the ball right away. So that's something to keep our eyes on here. But outside of that, man, Sixers need to generate more offense. I'm not seeing anything from, I guess Grimes does have 2 assists, but I need to see these guys chucking up the ball, man. I need to see some shots. They have to avoid the turnovers. All right, man, drop some blue and red in the chat. Drop that blue and red. Let's go. Drop that blue and red in the chat. Hawks still have a lot of talent outside of Trae Young and Kristaps Porzingis, so they have a lot of guys that can get buckets. I like what the Hawks are building in terms of their roster. Crazy part is Jalen Johnson hasn't even got going yet. He's 0 for 3. But it's Dyson Daniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Shout out to the members, man. Thank you all for supporting the show. Go ahead and drop this member link in the chat. Sixers have only shot the ball 6 times so far. Hawks have shot it 14 times in this game. 6:50 to go here in the first. Almost taken away by Atlanta. Here's Paul George dribbling into the paint, steps back, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Embiid has the board, and Embiid is fouled under the rim. In for the first time is Vit Krejci, and he's going to pick up his first foul on Joel Embiid. Mohamed Gay is in as well for Atlanta, and yeah, just those two, Mohamed Gay and Vit Krejci, in for the Hawks. Joel rocking the neon green sneaks tonight, knocks down the first at the line. Definitely missing Tyrese Maxey tonight so far. Joel going to knock down a pair. Trivia coming up at the end of the first quarter. We have a very tight trivia race. Our boy Banch hasn't been in these streams a lot, but he comes in at the end for the trivia. So we'll see if he can keep up his win streak. Here's Krejci for 3. That's way off, but a foul on Jared McCain and a very unwise decision by the Sixers' second-year guard. So it's going to be Krejci at the line shooting 3 free throws. 275 people in the chat. Let's go. We're almost to 200 likes. Y'all are crushing it so far. Get us up to that 200, man. Get us up to that 200. Let's go, man. Krejci going to knock down the first at the line. And the second one is good. 7-point game. Hawks lead it. There's Joel Embiid going to dribble in, drive, lay it up, and in. Nice bucket for Joel Embiid, who is moving around very well right now. I have to say, Joel Embiid is looking very spry. Jalen Johnson from the mid-range. He's going to knock down his first shot of the game. There's Joel Embiid. Embiid doubled in the post. He turns, he kicks it out. Grimes to the corner. PG for three. It's good. Let's go, man. Stolen away by Barlow, the former Atlanta Hawk, going to take it the distance and throw it down with the tomahawk. Let's go, Barlow. Johnson at the top, drives downhill, turns and spins. Dumps it. Here's Zachary Riza-Shea. First overall pick from last year. He airballs it by a lot, and it's out of bounds on Joel Embiid. Embiid cannot pick up the rebound. 4.4 in the shot clock. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Dyson Daniels looking at inbound. He's going to find a cutting Johnson. Jalen Johnson to the rack. Can't finish it. Nice rebound and nice defense by Joel Embiid. There's Joel. Joel with the left hand. Now he's going to turn. Embiid gets doubled. He has nowhere to go. Finds Barlow, back to Embiid. They're running everything through Embiid. Embiid tries to dribble into traffic. He lost it, picks it up, floats it up. No good. Hawks have it. Here comes Dyson Daniels. Dumps it to Mohamed Gay, kicks it out, and turns it over. Krejci could not pull it in. It's going back to the Sixers. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Drop the MVPs in the chat, man. Drop the MVPs. Joel kicks it up to McCain. McCain for three. Too much on it. 4:25 to play here in the first. Daniels going downhill, takes it to the rack, and he almost threw it away, but it's going to stay with Atlanta. Let's go, chat. Welcome into the show. Thank you for being here. Paul George going to head to the Pine for the first time. Here's the kick out. 3-ball from Mohamed Gay. He airballed it, and Johnson's there to scoop it in. Nice redirect right there. 4:05 to go here in the first. Joel Embiid at the top. Guarded by Mohamed Gay. Joel had it plucked away. I just don't like how every single possession is running through Embiid like the old days. I think we're putting a lot of pressure on Joel right now. Joel going to drive. Now step back for three. That's off the mark. Here's Jalen Johnson down low. Daniels goes up and he slams it over Embiid. Embiid could not get back in time. It is a 6-point game. Hawks have the lead. McCain to Grimes. Grimes the sidestep back to Joel. Here's Justin Edwards in for the first time. Edwards around his screen. He's going to drive. Float it up. Missed it. Kicks it out. Barlow for three. Cha-ching. Dominic Barlow. Good shot by Dom Barlow. Here's the dribble. The drive. Mohamed Gay goes up and a foul on Joel Embiid. Embiid immediately signals to Nick Nurse to challenge the play. Did not like the call. Welcome on in. Happy Sunday evening as we are watching the Sixers take on the Hawks. We do this every single game. This is the Sixers Game Day Live show presented by National University. Check out National University. Thank you all for being here, man. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The more you guys interact in the chat, the more fun it is. It's the best part about this community, the interaction, the engagement. So we keep it real for y'all. We hold it down. First free throw was missed, and here comes Andre Drummond in for the first time. So Joel going to finally take a seat after playing 9 minutes here in the first. I like how many minutes Joel and PG played in the first. I don't like that every possession seems to be running through Joel right now, but see how it goes, man. Second free throw is good. It is a 4-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Jared McCain, Justin Edwards, Quentin Grimes, Dominic Barlow, and Andre Drummond. It's Edwards on the catch and shoot from the top. It goes in and out. Mohamed Gay up the floor to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Mohamed Gay, going to dump it off to Luke Kennard in for the first time, former lottery pick. Here's a three from Krejci off the move. Rolls up and drops in. What a shot by Vit Krejci, former second-round pick. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. It's a 7-point game. Drummond at the high post. He's going to bounce to Grimes. Grimes off the move for three. Cha-ching! Big shot by Q. That's 5 triples here in the first quarter for the Sixers. Krejci off the cut. Man, what a beautiful bucket that was. Back-to-back shots for Vit Krejci. It's 5 in a row. And the Hawks have a 6-point lead. Barlow, Edwards in the corner, a three. Too much on it.
Let's go.
Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Walker kicks it out to Krejci. The sidestep, the corner three, and he hits it again. 8 in a row. He has 11 points off the bench in the first quarter. The Vit Krejci game. There was a game earlier this year where he just went off for Atlanta. Starting to look reminiscent of that already. Drummond gets it poked away. $5 super chat, Philly for life. He says, what happened to the team ball we were playing last game? 4 and 5 passes before a shot. Everyone involved in the offense. This is what runs Embiid into the ground. That's facts, man. That is a fact. Cannot continue to play that way all the time, man. Grimes misses the step back. Definitely feels very ISO heavy right now. Feels like they started to pick it up a little bit offensively. You know what's crazy too, man? I saw this stat I wanted to read you guys. I found this stat last game I wanted to read you. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I couldn't believe it. Here it is. Did you guys know this? The 76ers currently have the 9th ranked defense in the NBA in terms of points given up per game. And ever since the 4-0 start, they have the 6th ranked defense in the NBA. And that's hard for me to believe. That tells me that this is a scoring league because there's just no way the Sixers can be top 10 in the NBA defense right now with the way they've been playing defense. They score the ball a lot, but like defensively, they have to improve a lot. Drummond on the give and go to McCain, kicks it out. Edwards from the wing, in and out. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Krejci again, he has 11 off the bench here in the first. Here's Alexander Walker, drives into the paint, floats it up, left it short. Drummond taps to McCain. Here we go. 15 seconds separating game and shot clock. Grimes, the quick clutch from the corner. It's good. Quentin Grimes for three.
He's on fire.
30 seconds to play here in the first. Walker at the top, guarded by Grimes. Kennard dribbles in, pulls it up, mid-range, and he was fouled by Drummond. $2 super chat, Don Boyle says this team is a little stale right now. They definitely look that way. Philly for life, $2 super chat says, wow, I thought the defense was ass, not going to lie. I mean, it feels like they have been, honestly. Feels like they have been. So that's a hard stat for me to believe as they're about to give up 40 in this first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 350 people in the chat. Please do me a favor and like the show right now. We are almost at 200 likes. That would be huge if we can get to 200 right now. Let's keep pushing it through the algo so more fans can come into the show. We do this every game, pregame, live game, and postgame. Thank you to everybody in the chat, all the members, all the mods, everybody supporting us, man. Get interactive. Give us your thoughts in the comments. Let us know how you're feeling. Let's get up to 50K, man. We're almost there. It's going to be a huge milestone for this community. Joel, step back two, no good. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. where the Hawks lead it 39-29. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the first, so you know what time it is, man. It is time for Sixers Scholars Trivia, presented by our great partners over at National University. Check out National for all your flexible online curriculums and degree options. Let them level up your career. All right, you know the deal, man. You know the drill. First person to get it in the chat's going to hear this sound. If you guess more than one time, you are banned from Sixers Trivia. We have a very tight trivia race going on right now. So we'll see what happens, man. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the question of the day is, how many NBA Hall of Famers have played for both the 76ers and the Hawks? How many Hall of Famers have played for both the Sixers and the Hawks? Let's go. How many NBA Hall of Famers have played for both the Sixers and the Hawks? All right, man. Let's go. Get those answers in. The correct answer for the number of NBA Hall of Famers who have played for both the 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks is not one, not two, not three, but four. Four is the correct answer, and it looks like Smiley Stoic was the first person to get it. Smiley, congratulations on, I believe, your first Sixers trivia win of the season. We'll check the leaderboard. Smiley got it with four. The correct answer, Moses Malone, Mo Cheeks, Dikembe Mutombo, and Dwight Howard. Those are the four. Thank you all for playing Sixers Trivia, presented by National University, our great partners of the show. Still have a long season, long way to go. A lot of questions to come. Sixers are going to knock down a three here to begin the second quarter, courtesy of Paul George. Here's a three from Atlanta. Kennard could not hit the answer. A lot of good guesses in the chat, man. Got to be quicker than that. Got to be quick. Paul George for three. Got it again. Paul George.
He's on fire.
Oh my gosh, man. We're going to have to put the PG emoji back in the arsenal, man. For now, drop the fires. Drop the fires. Here's a mid-range from Reza Shea, and that one is going to go. Yo, PG's going crazy right now. Paul George again, mid-range. Can't get it that time. PG off the steal from Drummond, puts it up. Got it and one! Yes, sir!
He's on fire.
Yo, Paul George just scored 8 points, and it's about to be 9 in the span of like a minute. Yo. Paul George with 9 points in the span of a minute, and it is a 3-point ball game. Wow. Here's Onyeka Okongwu. Keaton Wallace turns it over, stolen by Drummond, back to PG, oops it up, Drummond, little bit too far out in front of him. Jabari Walker's in the game for the first time. It's going to go back to Atlanta. Wow. Oh my gosh, man. Another miss by the Atlanta Hawks. Nice defense by the Sixers. Edgecombe goes downhill. No whistle. Looked like he was hacked. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Down the other end. In for the first time is Asa Newell, the first-round pick by Atlanta. Drummond going to dump it off to Jared McCain coming around a screen. McCain trying to find some space, had it plucked away. Edgecombe gets it back. Now Walker, 7 on the shot clock. PG to the corner. Edgecombe to Walker, 3 on the shot clock. Jabari Walker drives in and gets blocked by Okongwu. Here's a 3 from the corner, and that one is short. Once again, the Hawks can't capitalize. Here's McCain going to find PG. Edgecombe from the corner. That one's in and out. Here come the Atlanta Hawks with a 3-point lead. They were up 10 at the end of the first quarter. PG went on a run, and now PG's going to draw an offensive foul. Great play by Paul George, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 370 people in here. Do me a favor, like the show. We're not at 200 yet. We're almost there. Get us to 50K. Welcome into the best game day live community in the world. We do it every game, pregame, live game, postgame. Yo, Paul George is cooking right now. Woo! PG with 17 points in 10 minutes. Here's Paul George again at the mid-range, guarded by Dyson Daniels, and he was fouled. This guy's playing some great basketball right now. This guy's playing some really good basketball right now, man. Drop a podcast P in the chat. Once we unlock that next channel membership tier, once we get some more members, we're going to have to put that PG emoji back. The problem is that a lot of the memberships get gifted, and then once they expire, people don't re-up, and then we lose some of the emojis. Drummond taps it in off the PG miss. Great play by Andre Drummond. There's Dyson Daniels going to find Okongwu. Dribbles, drives through contact. Couldn't get it to fall, but gets his own rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. He drives and kicks to the corner. Nice defense by Paul George, and it goes off of Atlanta. So another stellar defensive play by Paul George. Yo, this guy is playing some great basketball right now, man. This is what we envisioned. I never thought we honestly would get here. Paul George is doing his thing. By the way, for the trivia, it's Banj in the lead with 4, Cable with 3, Daniel with 3, Jad with 2, and a bunch of others with 2 as well. And Lou World has 3 too. Here's Paul George. Hawks are in a zone. Edgecombe through the legs, the dribble, the drive through contact. Nice finish by VJ Edgecombe. And the Sixers take the lead. A big second quarter start. Kennard, the sidestep triple. Luke Kennard gets it to go, and the Hawks retake it. Paul George drives the lane, floats it up, no contact. They're going to say out of bounds, going back to Atlanta. Dang, the Rams just went crazy for the last 10 minutes on the Lions. I looked away for 10 minutes. How did that happen? There's a 3 from Alexander Walker. That one's off the mark. PG grabs the ball, goes almost diving into the legs of, who was that? Of Rizache, I believe. So in this quarter alone, Sixers are on a 13-5 run. Paul George having a monster quarter right now. Here's a 3 from Atlanta, or from the Sixers. Is that Kyle Lowry? Oh my gosh, bro. Anyway, Johnson's going to pick up the foul. Walker to the line for 2. What in the world, bro? I love Jabari Walker's energy, man. Guys, come on, hit the thumbs up button, man. 400 people in the chat. Walker going to knock down at the line. Well, Jabari Walker has played 5 minutes so far. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Newell going to drive, backdoor dish, and Daniels there to scoop it in on the reverse. 3-point game. Here's Andre Drummond with Jabari Walker, Kyle Lowry, VJ Edgecombe, and Quentin Grimes. Edgecombe knocks down the layup. Nice drive and finish for VJ. I can't believe Nick Nurse actually went to Kyle Lowry here. Missed by Alexander Walker on the left-handed lay, and here come the 76ers. 6:20 to go in the second. Lowry crossing over, has nowhere to go, and he walked. And he walked. Listen, man, playing Kyle Lowry because Jared McCain had a tough start in this is not the move. I know Tyrese Maxey's out and all, but come on, man. Anyway, man, 380 people in the chat. Get us to 300 likes. We just hit 200. Wake up the neighbors. Wake them up.
Yes, sir.
Go, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to Kion in here. Fire Take Goat. Busy B. Fire Take MVP. Karen Fire Take MVP. Blazing What's Good. Estelle's in the chat. Karen's in the chat. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the whole community, man. Ray's in the chat. He says, I feel like the whole team doesn't like McCain. I don't know about that. I'm starting to think Nick Nurse might not like him, though. Guy had a couple bad minutes and he gets yanked for Kyle Lowry? Come on, man. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Feeling a lot better today, man, but this whole illness is going around, man. A lot of people are sick right now. Anyways, thank y'all for being here in the chat. Let's play a little fun game real quick, man. Let's play a little fun game called Drop the Spot. How about that? Let me know where everybody's tapping in from tonight on a snowy Sunday, football Sunday, but the Sixers are on. Let's go, man. Drop the spot. Let us know where you're tapping in from. Drop your city, your state, your town, your country, wherever you're tuning in from. Let us know in the chat, and we'll shout you out. How's everybody feeling today? Let us know, man. Let us know, man. How are we feeling? See who we have in the chat. Mount Laurel in the building. Delco in the chat. Smiley, congrats on the trivia win, man. Phoenix, Arizona, Brown Mills, NJ, the Man Cave. Clint, what's going on, bro? What's up, man? Let's go, man. Hampton, VA in the chat. And now we're going to have a foul. Is that on the floor? Are they playing Drummond and Embiid at the same time? So it was a shooting foul. Daniels is at the line, going to miss the first. Drummond and Embiid are in at the same time. Panama in the chat. Let's go. New York in the building. What else we got up in here, man? Charlotte in the chat. Poconos, PA in the chat. Georgia in the chat. Philly, Bahamas, Jacksonville. Let's go, man. Las Vegas in the building via Northeast Philly. We got everybody in the house, man. Thank you guys for dropping the spot. Let's keep it hot. 5:50 to go here in the first half. We have a tight cardiac game so far. Embiid turns, fades off 1 foot, and hits. You know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. Sixers deflected out of bounds. I don't know if that was Kyle Lowry, but if it was, shout out to him. I can't believe Nick Nurse is playing Lowry, Drummond, and Embiid at the same time. VJ going to find Joel Embiid. Back to VJ. Now Grimes swings it to Lowry. The dribble, the drive, dishes it out. VJ from the wing. Can't get it. Onyeka Okongwu dribbles through the lane, floats it up off the back rim, picked up by Philly, and we have a foul. I think it's going to be on Kyle Lowry. Drummond, Embiid, and Lowry lineups are pretty insane. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Five minutes to go here in the second. Daniels kicks to the corner. Vit Krejci for three. It's in and out. And Onyeka Okongwu can't get it to go. Here come the 76ers. VJ down the lane. Couldn't get the contact. Wanted the whistle. Here come the Hawks. Drummond trying to chug back down the floor. 3-ball Okongwu, and it's money. Nurse, get this freaking lineup off the floor, man. This is ugly. This should not be a thing. Why is Barlow and Walker not in? Like, I don't understand. Joel, a contested triple. No good. Edgecombe can't grab the board. Hawks have it. Like, this lineup is ruining the game. This lineup is ruining the game. Grimes steals it back. And Grimes is fouled. This lineup is ruining the game. What is the point, man? I don't understand. You want to play Lowry because McCain's struggling, fine. But playing Drummond, Embiid, and Lowry together, like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? This is not the game to experiment. This is like an actual tough test against an Eastern Conference team that's right behind you. Here comes Dominic Barlow back in. Originally from Maple Shade, but watching from Brambleton, Virginia. Let's go, man. Thank you for tuning in. 440 people in the chat right now. Get us to 300 likes, man. We're on the way there. Let's go, chat. Like and subscribe. Get us up to 50K. Let's keep growing the family. We do it every game. We drop videos on the off days. We drop shorts. Make sure you have that noti bell on so you don't miss any of it. Jalen Johnson was fouled on the floor. It's going to be on Dominic Barlow. Let's go, chat. Busy B says Jared McCain is in jail. Apparently, man. At least we got Drummond off the floor now with Embiid, because that made no sense whatsoever. If anybody, it should have been Bona next to Embiid, not Drummond. Hawks missed the floater, but somehow tap it back in, and now they lead by 2. Here's Grimes downhill, finds Lowry, no look to the corner. VJ a 3. Couldn't get it. Hawks have the lead, 3:35 to play here in the first half. Here's the dribble, the drive. Nice block by Joel Embiid. It took everything he had, but he got a hand on it. And now Grimes is going to get blocked on the other end of the floor. He had a fast break opportunity, and he waited too long. So now the Hawks have it, up by 2. Johnson kicks it up top. Here's Krejci a 3, and it goes. 54-49. Vit Krejci is talking smack. I never thought I'd see the day. Always has to be someone random off the bench. Here's Joel Embiid going downhill, full head of steam, floats it up, and he drew the foul. Nice play by Embiid. Let's go. Let's go, man. We either have a timeout or a challenge on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know from you in the chat, how do you feel about the Sixers offense tonight? On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel about the Sixers offense tonight? 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. That's what I want to know before we get back from commercial here. While you do that, I got to give you another shout out to our biggest partner of the show. Shout out to the one and only National University. National University is a nonprofit accredited university, one of the largest in the United States, that offers flexible online schooling, whether you're juggling a full-time job and a family and everything else in your life, and you're like, man, I don't have the energy to go physically in person to school. Well, guess what? NU's perfect for you. No worry anymore. National University helps you be a busy worker, person, or learner, and a successful student at the same time. They offer 4 and 8 week online courses, and they offer over 150 degree programs and certificates that helps you level up your collegiate career. They have a 50-year history of innovative learning for support models, and for working and non-traditional students. They provide one-on-one mentoring for career guidance, as well as all the other academic resources that you need. So check out National University. They awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. They are there to help you out. Click the link down in the description or the live chat. Get more info today with National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Proud partner of our show for the last couple years. Question was, how do you feel about the 76ers offense on a scale from 1 to 10? How do you feel? Let's see, a 1, 3, 7, 6, 7, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. All over the map. All over the map right now. They're definitely missing Tyrese Maxey in that quick up-tempo scoring punch, tell you that. Excuse me while I go check out my my fantasy football. I'm in 2 different fantasy football playoffs right now. Let's see. Let's see what we got cooking. What did they call this, man? Embiid going to knock down the first free throw. So I guess they challenged it, but it did not work. Where the heck is Paul George, man? Is he back in yet? Don't think so. I know he's on a minute restriction, but man, PG was on fire, and then they took him out. Anyway, Joel went 2 of 2 at the line. Here's Atlanta with the turnaround fade. No good for Jalen Johnson, who is now 2 of 8 in this ball game. I said that he would lead the game in scoring. I think I jinxed him. Here's Joel Embiid driving downhill. Little Euro from Embiid, can't get it on the floater. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker finds Jalen Johnson. Johnson one-on-one. He's going to now pull up a 3, and that one does not fall yet again. He is ice cold. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes looking to get active. I feel like he's been quiet as of late. Joel doubled on the baseline, threw it away. Luckily, it bounces to Lowry. Here's Barlow. The dribble, the spin, the layup, and... Did they count that? Did they count that or no? Come on, take this thing. How did that not count? Was that a travel? Okongwu a 3, can't get it. Embiid the rebound, 1:40 to go here in the first half. Edgecombe going to find Joel. Joel turns, floats it up, left it short, gets it back, and puts it through. Wow, what a bucket by Daniels on the other end. Trying to figure something out here. Sorry. Edgecombe to Grimes. Grimes over to Edgecombe. Joel at the top of the arc. He finds Barlow cutting baseline, floats it up, and he's fouled by Jalen Johnson. So Dominic Barlow will head to the stripe for 2. Let me see something here. What was the score when Nick Nurse put Andre Drummond in the game with Joel? First one good for Barlow. Chat, can we get this to 300 likes? We're almost halfway there. Let's go. Like and subscribe. Get us to 50K. We're on the road, man. 270 subs more away from 50. 2 for 2 at the line for Barlow. When did Embiid come back in this game? Where's it at? Krejci going to drive, turn around, give it to Okongwu. Here is Vit Krejci through the lane, turns, spins 180. Johnson puts it up at the end of the shot clock, and he didn't get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. Joel puts up a bucket, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul. Onyeka Okongwu is on the floor, face down. Now we got a little scuffle. It's Jalen Johnson getting in the face of Joel Embiid. Joel's arguing his case right now. Now we got a little bit of a scuffle. Nothing really. The refs come in to break it up. Let's get a replay of what happened there. So it looks like Joel came back in with 6:14 to go here in the second. Joel's trying to make sure Okongwu's okay. Saying, my bad, I didn't mean to. Is that Joel's second foul? Yeah. So it was 46-45 when Joel came back in. By the way, that was not on purpose by any means. I don't know what Jalen Johnson is yapping about. Yeah, so Drummond and Embiid were in for 2 minutes together. And, yeah, they were in for 2 minutes together, and the Sixers only put up 3 points. Now they're reviewing this. I don't know what the review is for. TJ, welcome to the Fire Take Nation! Thank you, TJ, for becoming a member. Shout out to all the channel members. It's much appreciated, man. Dude, if they call this anything more than a common foul, I'm going to lose my mind. Joel turned in the post and accidentally hit him with an elbow. A flagrant penalty one. A flagrant one. So, I mean, listen, man. That's a ridiculous call, man. It's a ridiculous call. Goes 1 of 2 at the line, and the Hawks get the ball back. How's that a flagrant one, man? How's that a flagrant one, bro? Whatever. Hawks lead it by 2, 57-55. The NBA has this stupid textbook rule where if you elbow a guy in the head, even if it's by accident, it's a flagrant foul. So Krejci floats one up going downhill, got it again. How many points does this guy have, man? 16 points in 12 minutes. 16 points in the first half for Vit Krejci. He's their leading scorer.
Introducing the...
Well downhill, kicks it back. Lowry a 3, no good. Come on, Kyle. Nick Nurse really is not going to play Jared McCain? That's crazy, bro. Crazy work. Jalen Johnson against Dominic Barlow. Dribbles into the rim. Turns, spins, hooks it up, left it short. Embiid the rebound. 4, 3, 2, 1. DJ at the buzzer. Left it short. So that will take us to halftime here on the Sixers Game Day live show presented by National University. All right, man. You know what time it is. Give me your thoughts in the live chat right now. I need one word. One word to describe this game so far. For me, there's a couple things I want to say about this game specifically. But nonetheless, it is going mostly how I predicted it in the pregame show. If you are new to this channel, we do this every game, pregame, live game, postgame. We go right one into the other, so you don't have to go anywhere. 4 hours of condensed coverage right here on this show. Yeah, I said this was going to be a nail biter down to the wire. I feel like that's how it's going to play out. That's how 95% of the Sixers games play out. So it would not surprise me if this goes down to the wire. All right, man. Give me one word in the chat to describe this game so far. Trying to think of a good word for this game, man. I would say expected, but I don't want to be boring. I don't know, man. My word of the first half, hear me out. My word is conflicted. Maybe that's more of a word to describe how I feel rather than how the game has been, but I'm conflicted right now. And I'm going to tell you why on the other side, and I'm going to read out a couple of the best words that I see in the chat. My word is conflicted. Let me know what your word is to describe this game Before I read out some of your words and give you my thoughts on this first half, got to give a huge shout out to our great partners over at Sleeper. As y'all know, man, every single game we make our Sleepers picks, and you can do this as well, right? On the Sleeper app, download, make an account and use our code PhillyTake, get a 100% deposit match up to $100. So before the game, we picked Joel Embiid over points, 24.5. We picked Jared McCain over 9.5. And we picked Dyson Daniels over 2.5 steals. So I feel like I just continue to jinx people because Daniels, who's one of the best defenders in the NBA, has 0 steals right now. Jared McCain is essentially benched after playing 11 minutes and doing nothing. And Joel Embiid has 13 points. He's 4 of 12. So he's doing okay, but overall, man, just start picking the opposite of what I pick on Sleeper. Pretty much that's how it goes. Just pick the opposite of me. If you think you can pick better, download the Sleeper app, check them out. And right now you can get a free $20 entry, no deposit required, just by signing up and downloading the app. Shout out to Sleeper. We will revisit in the post-game show and see if our picks turn around. All right, man. One word in the chat. Mine is conflicted. Where's my vocab wizards at? Let's see. Pandemonium, catastrophic, failure, lackluster, McCain, Lowry, choppy, rough, PG, confusing, cardiac, indifferent. What else? What else do I see? Let's go. I need some words, man. Give me some words to describe this game. And I need y'all to get this up to 300 likes, man. We're almost there. Hit that thumbs up. We do this every single game. Here's why I say, excuse me, here's why I'm conflicted, all right? Without even looking at the stats. I mean, we could look at the turnovers and the points and all that stuff. Number one, Nick Nurse is coaching this like a game on a random Tuesday in November where the Sixers go up against the Brooklyn Nets. That's number one. Number two, the Sixers were finally cooking on offense with Paul George. And finally, when someone gets on a hot stretch, he takes him out of the game, and he doesn't even play, I don't believe, for the rest of the second quarter, which killed the momentum. Number three, they're actually playing great defense on Jalen Johnson and Zachary Reese-Shea, but now Dyson Daniels has 11 points. Usually his MO is on the defensive side of the ball. He's got 11. And you're getting cooked by Vit Krejci off the bench, who has 16 points in 12 minutes. So for me, I am conflicted because the game is going how I thought it would, but not for the reason that I thought it would. Couple things, couple thoughts. I know it's only halftime, so a lot can happen, but they have to get Paul George, like they have to spread the wealth, man. It's been very Embiid-centric tonight, like it was last game, but this is not the Indiana Pacers, and I say that with all respect to Indiana. Indiana is not a good team. The Hawks are right behind the Sixers, and they're in the middle of the pack in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks are not some toss-over team. They're not some throwaway. Even without Trae Young and Kristaps Porzingis, they have guys that can play. So I don't understand the Embiid, Drummond, Lowry lineup. I don't understand benching Jared McCain just because he had a rough 11 minutes. I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like they're definitely missing Tyrese Maxey. If you're someone who says that Maxey, hogs the ball and doesn't facilitate, well, guess what? You're wrong. And tonight proves you wrong again. Like Tyrese Maxey, I mean, they're missing every bit of his game tonight, from the explosive scoring punch, getting his teammates involved. And you have VJ Edgecombe essentially playing, I guess, half of the primary guard tonight with Quentin Grimes. Neither of those guys can do it. Jared McCain can do it. He hasn't done it well tonight, but he can do it. And just because he had a rough stretch of minutes, he gets benched for Kyle Lowry. So I just don't get it. I thought Barlow was doing some good things, cutting baseline, moving around well. I thought Jabari Walker brought a surge of energy, and then we didn't see him. Like, Walker always gets like 4 minutes, and then he goes away. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Joel Embiid has 9 rebounds. He's moving around well. They're double teaming him a lot. But they have to stop being Embiid centric. Every possession was running through Joel Embiid for most of the first quarter, and you're going to burn this guy out by playing like that. I think they're doing some better things defensively. They definitely did it in the second quarter. But I think they need to establish more of an identity that doesn't involve running every play through Joel Embiid. What else do I have to say about this game? I'm just conflicted because I feel like they should be winning this game based on how they have played and based on some of the numbers from Jalen Johnson and Zachary Reese-Shea. But I don't know, man. I do think it's going to come down to the wire, though. I think it's going to be a cardiac game. 36% from 3. 87% from the line. Hawks are at 42 from 3. 76 from the line. Sixers getting out rebounded by a few. Both teams really haven't turned it over. That's a good thing, though. Sixers shot a lot better from 3 in that first quarter. Second quarter was pretty bad. Couple bad fouls by the officials. Close game, though. It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the wire. So, anyway, man, we will see how it goes. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the chat. How do y'all feel, man? Joel needs to play inside and look for the assist more. Yeah. I don't know why they keep doing that on this scoreboard. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Chat, how do we feel, man? How do we feel? 320 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Pre-game, live game, post-game, every single game. We break it down. I still don't get how that was a flagrant one on Joel. Terrible call. Those couple free throws could matter in a game like this. Mods, keep doing your thing, man. Keep spreading the wealth. Spread the links in the chat. Let people know what to do. Get us to 50K, man. We're on the road there. This is going to be a cardiac game tonight, man. We'll see how it plays out. Honestly, man. See how it plays out. I think I jinxed a couple people with sleeper. That's what I do. Anything I say, the opposite happens. So. But we'll be here for the entire second half. We'll be here for the post-game show. It's been a long day of content. We're having fun, man. And that's the most important thing. So thank you all for being in the chat. Shout out to the members, the mods, best community in the world. And we will be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll get ready for this second half. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back here on the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Yo, I don't know if y'all have been watching everything going on today, man, but crazy injuries throughout the league, man. Crazy injuries throughout the league, bro. This Rams-Lions game is crazy too. 41-34. Yo, Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. Micah Parsons might have torn his ACL. Crazy stuff today, man. I hate to see injuries. So many injuries nowadays in sports, man. Every day. Prayers up for the injuries, man. Crazy. Jalen Johnson takes it to the hoop, goes right up and in, and that is how we begin quarter number 3. Let's hope everybody in this game stays healthy. Welcome into the show. Thank you all for being here. See if the Sixers can pick it up here in the second half. Grimes off balance 3, and he is fouled on the shot. Quentin Grimes going to the line for 2. You guys are rocking with us here in the chat. Drop a fire emoji. Let me go ahead and check my fantasy real quick. Yo, I'm kind of picking up the slack right now, man. There's a 3-ball from Grimes. So they didn't call it in motion, but this time it is tapped back in by Dominic Barlow. So it is Dominic Barlow with the bucket. 4-point game. Here's Okongwu, floats it up. They're going to call a foul on Paul George. No way. Getting whistle happy here in the ATL. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy, man. I know you guys probably don't care, but this one league I'm in right now, if I can get this W, I'm going up against the 1 seed next week, and he has Patrick Mahomes, who just got a torn ACL, so that'd be crazy. I'm the underdog right now, so we'll see, man. Anyway, back to basketball. Free throws are good. Let's hope they don't keep blowing the whistle right now. It's a 6-point game. 1:10 into the third. Here's Paul George coming around a screen, driving downhill. PG floats it up and got it to dribble in. Nice job by Paul George, who had 17 points in the first half. And then the Hawks blow it right down the floor. Nobody there to defend, and it's going to be Dyson Daniels with the answer. Paul George at the top, guarded by Rizachet. Here's Joel sitting on the perimeter at the wing, finds Grimes, back to Embiid. 1-on-1. Here's the double team. Embiid throws it over his head. Nowhere to go. 3 on the shot clock. PG off the guy's leg. And it's going to be a kickball violation. $2 super chat. Joseph Fritz, thank you so much. Joseph, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love, man. Appreciate it. DJ with the fake pass, drives through contact, floats it up and in. Nice, tough, strong finish by VJ Edgecombe. Panthers lost? Man, that's crazy. They had a chance to win the division right there, and they blew it. 3-ball from Rizachet goes. It is a 7-point Hawks lead. VJ driving downhill, floats it up. Couldn't get it. Barlow, the rebound. Here's Grimes from the corner. It's good. Let's go, chat. Fire me up, chat. 4-point game. Hawks with the lead. Step back from Johnson, and he hits it on the mid-range. A lot of scoring going on here to begin the third. Grimes to Embiid. Here's Embiid, going to find Grimes. Grimes coming around a screen, and he was fouled. All right, I think it's time to get some engagement going in the chat. Let's see who the MVP is. MVP of the chat. Let's see who can comment the most in the chat and get recognized. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Three minutes into this third quarter. Here's Paul George coming off the screen, drives downhill, floats it up, and got it to go. Paul George is on fire. Alexander Walker to the corner. Here's a three. Okongwu can't get it to go. Hawks pick it up. Offensive rebound. Okongwu drives the lane, tried to throw it down with force, and he missed it. Here are the Sixers. Grimes a three. No good. Barlow couldn't pick up the rebound. Okongwu swings it out, and that one is out of bounds. Going back to the 76ers. We got John Monroe in the chat, Elena in the chat, AJ in the chat, Clint in the chat, Dom in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to the MVPs. Here's Paul George working against Reza Shea. Kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid pulls up a three. In and out. All the way down the floor, and the Hawks turn it over again. Man, the Hawks are getting sloppy here in the third. Shout out to the MVPs. Joel takes it strong to the rim, goes up, no whistle, and Embiid's on the floor. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Alexander Walker on the other end. He got blocked. Grimes tried to save it. It's out of bounds. All right. Shout out to the MVPs in the chat. Thank you all for being here, man. Shout out to the community. Let's go, man. We got a tight game here in the ATL. Where's all of our mods and our members at, man? Where'd you guys go? Where'd you guys go? Here's a three ball from Reza Shea, and he coins it in. Hawks are up by 7. The Sixers need to take advantage, man. Sixers need to take advantage. Here's Joel Embiid, the pump fake, the dribble, the drive through the defense, floats it up and taps it in. Good bucket by Embiid. Tight game here in Atlanta. Sunday night hoops. Daniels the reverse lay and missed it. Grimes couldn't get the board. Here's Atlanta, the pump fake, the drive, the kick. Okongwu in the corner, and he drills it. Sixers cannot get a stop right now in these last couple minutes. Come on, man. What's my lighting like that? There we go. Here's Paul George posting up, kicks it out to Embiid, sitting on the three-point line, back to PGs. Little skip past to Barlow, who touched it last. It's going to stay with the Sixers. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's an 8-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks. What do you guys think? Can the Sixers come back and win this game? What do y'all think, man? What do we think? Don Boyle, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He says third quarters, question mark. How come the third quarter always goes like this, man? Sixers currently getting outscored by 4 in the third quarter. Come on, man. Every game. Every game. Boy, oh boy. Well, it's looking like I just sealed a fantasy win in one league. The other one, I'm down right now, but we'll see. Anyway, let's have some fun, man. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. What do we have going on here, man? How are we feeling, chat? 4 more likes till we hit 300. Hit the thumbs up button, man. Get us to 300, man. Let's go. $2 super chat from our boy Manny Fort. Manny Fort supporting the channel. Thank you so much, Manny. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Sixers currently getting outscored here in the third quarter. Can they pick it up? Can they get back in it? Nope. I don't see any spark from this team, says Estelle. X-Man says, we give out career nights for fun, man. It's so annoying. I can't wait for Oubre to come back. We haven't seen Kelly in a while. A lot of people were happy saying, oh, well, the Sixers should run the offense through Joel. But once again, they're having the same kinds of issues right now, man. Nobody else can really get going. They're trying to like learn how to, again, adapt their identity because they're playing a completely different way tonight. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We got 300 likes in the building. Drop the yes, sir. Joel Embiid fouled en route to the bucket. He's going to the line.
Yes, sir.
Members, let's see those yes, sir emojis, man. And he's not going to the line. I apologize. They did not call it a shooting foul. They called it a foul on the floor. Let's go, chat. Fire me up, man. Fire me up. AG in the building. What's up, AG? John Monroe. Karen in the chat. Estelle in the chat. TJ, thanks for being a member, man. Appreciate you, man. Here's the inbound to Joel. Back to VJ. Coming around a double screen. VJ crossing over. Now with the left hand. Kicks to Grimes. Grimes going downhill. Full head of steam. Missed the layup. Joel tapped it in at the bucket. Johnson dumps it down low. Stolen again. This time by Barlow. Here come the 76ers. Barlow. Grimes. VJ. VJ a three. Cha-ching. Big shot, VJ. Hawks with another miss down the other end. Here come the 76ers. Grimes up the floor. Finds Embiid. Here's Grimes. Crossing over, driving, kicks to Embiid. Embiid working through the legs. Finds VJ. Double team. VJ throws it into traffic, and it's stolen by Atlanta. Walker all the way, coast to coast. Missed it. Laid it in by Johnson. They didn't call that offensive interference? How did they not call that interference? Grimes to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Grimes going to spin at the top, find Joel Embiid. Joel, pump fakes, dribbles, crossover, nowhere to go. 2 on the shot clock. Barlow put it up. It was blocked. No goaltend. They're going to say it's a clean block. So now it's going back the other way. Hold on, let's see this again. Bro, how's that not offensive interference on Jalen Johnson? That has to be turned over. And he blocks it on the other end. That's wild, man. That's insane. Vit Krejci back in the game now. The sniper off the bench tonight. Here's Daniels, the turnaround, and the little hook floater. So the Hawks lead it once again by 7. It feels like the magic number right now. Paul George with the rock. Sixers can't seem to get any movement going. Joel gets doubled. He's trapped. Nowhere to go. Finds Paul George. And George throws it away. Stolen by the Hawks, and here they come. Jalen Johnson downhill. Finds Daniels under the rim. Hooks one up and got it again. 9-point game in favor of the Hawks. Paul George at the logo, coming around a screen. PG finds Embiid. Embiid downhill, floats it up. Barlow grabs it. Barlow in traffic. Got it in one.
Yes, sir.
Woo. What a bucket by Dominic Barlow, who continues to impress in multiple areas. He's just playing tough tonight, man. He's playing physical, getting boards, cutting baseline. Shout out to Barlow, man. Drop a Barlow in the chat. Drop a Barlow in the chat, man. Free throw missed, and Drummond puts it back in, so it goes from a potential 3-point play, and it turns into a 4-point play. 4:16 to go here in the third. Here's Dyson Daniels trying to roll the dice downhill, floats it up, got it somehow over the outstretched arm of Andre Drummond for an easy bucket. 7-point game yet again. Barlow, Grimes, VJ, Edwards, and Drummond. Kennard back in for Atlanta with Muhammad Gay. Here's a step back three from VJ, and he hits it again. Yo, VJ's starting to get it going, man. He's starting to get it going offensively again. Johnson, step over, floater, no good. VJ the rebound. Pushing the paces, VJ Edgecombe. Has it on the wing. Going to find Grimes up top. Grimes switches to the left hand. He drives in. He stutters. He floats it up. Couldn't get the roll. Here comes Atlanta. Daniels all the way coast to coast and lays it up and in. Man, Dyson Daniels has been absolutely slicing and dicing tonight. He has 21 points now. And a timeout on the floor. Nick Nurse is chirping at the referee. Guys, we got 440 in the chat. Get us to 400 likes. Thank you so much for being here in the chat. Appreciate y'all so much. Like and subscribe. We do this every game. It is the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Guys, how do we feel, man? Confidence, scale 1 to 10. How do we feel on a scale from 1 to 10 right now, confidence-wise? Let me go grab some water real quick, and let's hear a word from our partner of the show, National University. Be right back.
You ready?
All right, top it off. All right, I'll be right with you.
So who is the story about?
The person.
Exactly.
Meet my dad.
What are you talking about?
Meet my better half.
Meet my bestie.
He's a veteran. And he catches bad guys on the internet.
She's an adventurer and a multitasker.
She's the family ringleader and an aspiring principal. And a student.
And a student.
And a student. National University supports all his ands with flexible online courses.
And with personalized attention, so she can be a difference maker at her school and at home.
All right, we are back, man. Couple minutes to go here in the third quarter. Sixers got to get this thing down below, like, I mean, they've had it at 7 for a while. Now it's at 6 points, the lead. They got to tie this one up, man. Feels like they're kind of hanging in there, but if the Hawks kind of put it into drive mode a little bit and go on a run here, it's going to be trouble for the Sixers, man. Let's go, man. 470 people in the chat. Thank you all for being here, man. Like the show, subscribe to the show. We are almost halfway to 49.8K. Let's get it, man. It's going to be a cardiac fourth quarter, man. It's going to be a cardiac fourth quarter. 5 in the chat, 7.5, 4, 6, 7, 5. So people aren't really that confident right now. I don't blame you. There's Justin Edwards up top. Edwards going to find VJ. VJ pops a 3, and he was fouled. They're going to get Muhammad Gay on a 3-point foul, so it's VJ going to the line for 3. So I guess Nick Nurse is just not going to play Jared McCain anymore. Here comes Austin Newell back into the game. You guys want to hear something very interesting, man? If so, drop yes, sir in the chat. If not, I won't tell you guys. Let me know. I need to see at least like 10 of them in the chat. VJ going to go 3 for 3 at the line. Shout out to VJ. Big time. Needed it. 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Veet Krejci with the ball. Guarded by Drummond. Krejci, the give and go. Here's a 3, and he drills it. So just like that, those 3 points the Sixers got go right back to Atlanta, and it's Veet Krejci, who now has 19 points and 4 triples off the bench. VJ sifting through the defense. He floats it up and in. Got it and one.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man. Yo, VJ's playing a tough game right now. VJ Edgecombe is hooping right now. He missed the free throw, unfortunately, but it is a 3-point game. And just as I predicted, it is going to go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He drives in. He floats it up. A little bit too much on it. Walker fights for the rebound. Here come the Sixers. Grimes brings it up the floor. VJ off the dribble. Turns, spins, fades. Can't get it that time. Drummond fights for the board. Drummond has it. Nowhere to go, and he's fouled. Let's go. Let's go, man. Oh, yeah, so what I was going to tell y'all. By the way, we got 530 people in the chat. Get us to 400 likes. Like and subscribe, man. So anyway, what I was going to tell you guys is, and I told some of y'all this last year for the people that somehow sat through these games with me, but someone that I used to play a little ball with is looking like right now they might get drafted this upcoming season as a lottery pick, which is fire, man. Unfortunately, the Sixers probably aren't going to have their first round pick, but crazy story for this kid, man. Right now, he's on one of the best college teams this season, and they're 10-0. So he's on fire right now. Played a little hoops with him here and there. Drummond with a block on the perimeter. Wow. He's been very active, man. Drummond's been very active tonight. What's Drummond's stat line looking like? 5 points, 8 boards, 2 blocks. I like it. I like it. $140 to go here in the third quarter. The Sixers trail by 2. Here's the inbound to Luke Kennard. Jared McCain is finally back in the game. The Sixers get a steal. Here's Edwards driving down the lane. He lost the ball. Walker picks it up. Drummond at the top. He turns. Now he thinks a 3-ball in and out. He thought about taking it. Then he said no. Then he said yes. Wow. Here's Vit Krejci. He's going to turn, come around a screen. Does he have a contested 3? He was blocked by Drummond, and the Sixers get it back. Here comes Jared McCain. McCain with the rock, driving downhill. McCain all the way. Couldn't get the roller, but Drummond puts it back. He missed it. Walker gets it back, and Walker is fouled on the 3rd attempt. So the Sixers can't find the bucket, but they are resilient. Woo. John says, that's awesome, bro. Hope he has a good season and gets selected early. Right now, it's crazy. Like I was reading an article about an early mock draft, and I seen his name in the top 10, and I'm like, holy crap, man. Because he could have probably been a first-round pick last year, and then he went back to school and transferred. And it's cool to see his story, man, for sure. Anyway, 560 people in here. Let's go, chat. Get me fired up, man. I'm trying to conserve myself for the 4th quarter because this is going to be another cardiac, down to the wire, blood pressure type of game. Walker going to knock down the 2nd at the line. So it is 89-88. Let's go, man. Let's go. 40 seconds to play. Here's Okongwu. Kicks to Newell for 3, and he drills it. Man, Sixers just cannot get this lead, man. Can't get this lead, bro. McCain downhill. He turns, kicks to Edgecombe on the move for 3. Got it right back. VJ's on fire.
He's on fire.
Wow. 24 for VJ Edgecombe. Newell under the rim, and he tomahawks it. An absolute tomahawk by Asa Newell. And it's a 3-point game. 19 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. McCain looking around, looking for a play from Nick Nurse. Don't know if he has one. 10 seconds left. Here's a screen from Edwards. McCain crossing over, going to drive, mid-range. Jay missed it again. Walker the rebound, couldn't get it at the end of the 3rd. So, ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Some good things, some bad things. The Sixers actually scored 36 points in the 3rd quarter. The problem is that they gave up 35. Ladies and gentlemen, I need everybody to drop a fire in the chat right now. We need to heat up this chat going to the 4th, man. So the Sixers actually won a 3rd quarter. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. What is your confidence level on a scale from 1 to 10 that they can win this game? Drop a yes, sir, in the chat. Get us to 500 likes, man. We got to get there. Got a great chat tonight. You guys are crushing it. Thank you so much for being here, man. We'll have you covered for the rest of this game and into the post-game show. Let's go, man. Before we get back into the action, one more shout out to our great partners over at National University. Check out NU. NU is for you. They offer 4 and 8 week online classes that help you balance work, life, and school. You get to start sooner and finish faster. NU is one of the largest private nonprofit universities in the U.S. with over 50,000 students and 250,000 plus grads. They have 150 degree programs, and they have you covered from all your academic resources to career guidance to virtual mental health counseling, anything else you need to succeed in your academic career. They awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year, and they have you covered. So if you're looking for those flexible online curriculum offerings and you want to go to school from the comfort of your own home, check out National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for the fourth quarter. It's time to get those fires for the fourth going, man. Let's go. Heat us up in the chat, man. Heat us up. Shazy says, RB so close to 50K. Hit that sub. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Every single game we bring you the passion, man. Here's Okongwu from a corner, and he hits it to begin the fourth. Not the way you wanted to start out. It's Jared McCain, VJ Edgecombe, Paul George, Andre Drummond, and Jabari Walker up against Daniels, Krejci, Kennard, Newell, and Okongwu. Sixers stuffed at the rim. Here comes Atlanta. Daniels up top, goes behind the back, dribbling, driving, poked away by McCain. Nice steal. Here come the 76ers. McCain up the floor to PG. PG driving downhill, spins in the lane, floats it up, can't get it to go. Got to get the offense back through Paul George a bit there. Looks like he's a little bit cold. Here's Vit Krejci going to find Asa Newell, back to Vit Krejci, now Okongwu. Newell in the lane, and he's tripped and fouled by VJ Edgecombe. Appreciate y'all being a part of this tonight, man. Much love to everybody listening in, wherever you're listening in from, whoever you support. If you like this show, we do it every single game. We'll be live for the post game after, where you can call into the show. Looks like Edgecombe's ankle got wrapped up a little bit under the ball there. Here's Daniels, Okongwu in the lane. Paul George fighting for it, dives on the floor. Ball pokes out. Hawks still have it. Newell floats it up. Blocked by Walker. And it's a nice defensive play. 0.6 on the shot clock. It's going to stay with Atlanta. Dude, I love Jabari Walker's energy, man. I really do. I love Jabari Walker's energy. Sixers now have 9 blocks on the night. Here's a 3 ball, and they couldn't get it, even though they did get the shot off somehow. Jared McCain dribbling, driving, lays it up, couldn't find the bucket. Walker the rebound. Thought he was pushed in the back, no whistle. Daniels poked by McCain. Another great defensive play by Jared McCain. McCain going all the way, dumps it to Walker, and now Walker's fouled, and now he's in the face of Vit Krejci, who wrapped him up. So it's going to be Jabari Walker going to the line for 2 after what looked like somewhat of a dangerous play there. See that again. How about Jared McCain getting active with the hands? Yeah, that's a dangerous play, bro. Jalen Johnson wanted to cry about that one earlier. What about that one? Hard foul, man. Anyway, Walker with the first free throw. Dyson Daniels coming around a high screen. He's going to drive into the paint, turn, spin, kick it to Newell. Here's Vit Krejci. Krejci. Back to Daniels, spinning, working against Drummond. He's got the switch. Drummond jumps. Daniels has to float one up, heaves it, and somehow the Hawks get the rebound and lay it up and in. And the Sixers are just sitting there watching it. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Team always gets killed by the boards, man. Here's the dribble and the drive. Edgecombe out to McCain. Sidestep. McCain wide open 3. Come on, Jared. You're going to get benched for Kyle Lowry again. Kennard up to Vit Krejci, guarded by Walker. Now Daniels, Okongwu wide open for 3. It's in and out. We have a cardiac game here in the fourth quarter. What's new with the Sixers? Paul George, the crossover. It's poked away. Stolen away by Atlanta. 1-on-1. Daniels against Edgecombe. Lays it up and in. And a timeout by Nick Nurse. He wanted the elbow there on Daniels. I know what he's talking about. Come on, man. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, you got to get McCain off the floor right now. He's just not playing well at all tonight. Jared McCain is not having a good night. Damn, so Micah Parsons got a torn ACL and Patrick Mahomes got a torn ACL. Dang, that's wild, man. Oh, man. 600 people in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Yo, can we get this to 500 likes, man? Hit the like button. Subscribe to the show. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Ray says McCain is losing confidence. Definitely doesn't have it tonight. He just can't. This is one of them nights where he can't buy a bucket. No points in 16 minutes out of McCain. I do like the energy that Walker's bringing to the floor. He's got 5 boards and 2 steals and a block. Now the question is, what are the Sixers going to do down the stretch? What will the closing lineup be? And for the people that say, oh, Tyrese Maxey's a detriment, well, once again, you're wrong. This is showing you why. Must say I'm disappointed with Jalen. Well, Jalen Johnson's not playing well, and the Hawks are still winning. So that's another thing for me to be mad at with the 76ers. McCain's going to stay in here with Paul George, Jabari Walker, Andre Drummond, and Quentin Grimes. PG, a contested 3. They're going to say he got fouled. Was it on the floor, or was it in shooting motion? This game is a loss. We can't win against an average or good team, RB. You have to get rid of a clueless coach, says Lonell. I just think it's hard for the Sixers to keep playing with these different identities, man. Like I said, there's like been some weird hate towards Tyrese Maxey, but this is exactly why they need Maxey tonight, man. If Maxey was in this game, they'd be winning by 10 points right now. They're missing that guard play, that lead guard play, that explosive scoring punch. PG going to knock down the first 2 with another one coming up. Let's see. Genuinely asking, would trading McCain be a bad thing? Right now, I don't know if I would do that yet, especially with the impending Quentin Grimes free agency next summer, but I think it's a little too early to say that. But they have to fully optimize these guys and figure out the best solution for playing all these guards. Jalen Johnson going to find Austin Newell. Here is Luke Kennard, finds Newell in the paint, floats it up and in. This could get out of reach here if the Sixers don't wake up. This is the one time where I feel like he should pull McCain, and he keeps him in. McCain going to find Paul George. Let's go, PG. You got to turn up now, man. PG finds a cutting Drummond. Drummond floats it up, in and out. Time to get Embiid back in the game, man. Have to get Joel back in. Have any chance. Here's Reza Shea in the corner and another three, and it's now a 10-point game. $2 super chat. YNW says if the Hawks have Young and KP, they would win by 40. You know what? In this game, you're probably right, man. You're probably right. Sixers are not playing well offensively. PG puts it up and got it to fall that time. Much needed bucket to cut the run. What happened to our mods, man? Where'd they go? Here's the floater from Johnson. Can't get that one to sink. Paul George threw it. Grimes lost it. Drummond picked it up. Here's Jared McCain sifting through the defense. Finds Paul George a deep three. Paul George for the trifecta.
He's on fire.
Woo! Much needed shot by Paul George. Keeping the Sixers in this game. Let's go, man. 700 people in the chat. Thank y'all for being in here right now, man. Welcome in. Like and subscribe. We got one coming down to the wire. Cut the lead, baby. Win the night. Where's our members at? Where's our mods at, man? Where y'all at? I want to see those emojis in the chat. I want to see some fires in the chat. This is a game you want to win, man. Have to win this game. Joel Embiid, 6 of 18 from the field right now. He has 11 boards, but has not shot the ball well tonight. Throwing a lot of double teams at him. Edgecombe finally started to get going here again, but I feel like, again, just very inconsistent offensively. Paul George doing everything he can to keep the Sixers in this game. And this is why I said at the beginning of the game that whole, Sixers are top 10 in defense now. Like, it's just hard to believe because they just don't play like a top 10 defensive team. And they're getting cooked by Dyson Daniels and Vit Krejci and now, Zachary Reza Shea. Shout out to John Monroe, X-Man, Don Boyle. We got Karen in the chat, Busy in the chat. Let's go. Y'all are crushing it in the chat tonight, man. Thank you for being here. Got to make a couple big stops. Need to get a couple big buckets. They need like a swinging momentum here. That's what they need. Let's go, man. I'm going to drop some of the links in the chat. Come on, we got to get the Eagles link flowing in here. What's up, man? Let me drop my Eagles link here. Sixers are going to drop a couple spots in the East if they lose this game. I think they're going to drop 3 or 4 spots if they lose this game. Come on, man. .705 to go. We have another foul. It's going to be Jalen Johnson who hits the deck. Joel Embiid back in now with 7:10 to play. Come on, guys. Get us to 500 likes, man. We're almost there. We're almost to 400 at least. Old George, 5 triples on the night. Fantastic. Now let's win the game. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 3-ball, and he drills it. See, the problem was you let the Hawks continue to enforce with their bench in. Now all their starters are back in. and they're feeling pretty confident. So Paul George to Joel Embiid. Embiid turns, floats it up, got it to go. Big bucket for Embiid. .6:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Once again, cardiac at its finest. Okongwu switched on to Grimes. He turns, he takes it. Grimes with a huge defensive play, and then he throws it away. Come on, Grimes. Easy bucket for Rize. No, he missed it. He missed it, thankfully. Wow. Sixers caught a break there on the defensive end. Rize blew a layup. Here's Paul George for three. Banked it home. Oh, my gosh.
He's on fire.
Drop the 30s for PG in the chat. Are you kidding me? Paul George. Walker the step back, no good. Embiid grabs the ball. It's a 3-point game. 3-point game, 109-106. 5:35 to play. PG down the lane, goes up, lost it. Here come the Hawks in transition. Rize at three, and he knocks it down. They're going to call it a deep two, actually. They're going to say toe is on the line, but still, come on, man. They're like trying to give you an opportunity here. You just won't take it. So it is now a 5-point game, 111-106. Joel off the dribble, pulls it up, and he is fouled. See if they call it in shooting motion or not. We got 400 likes. Drop the yes, sir! Woo! Wake them up! Yes, sir! Wake up the freaking neighbors. Yes, sir. So they're not going to call it in shooting motion. It'll stay with the Sixers, and they have the rock. Here's Quentin Grimes for three. Too much on it. Under 5 to play. It's 111-106. Okongwu, Vit Krejci, downhill, floats it up. No good. Sixers get it back again. What are they going to do? Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Onyeka Okongwu. Here's Paul George. Paul George, draw the foul. Yes! Yes! Guys, we're going to have a lot of irrational takes in the postgame tonight, but based on what I'm seeing from Paul George right now, yo. Paul George is really doing the thing right now. Let's go, man. Every 100 likes, we let those yes sirs fly. Now get us to 500. We're almost there, man. Shout out to all 700 in the chat. Here's Edgecombe, Grimes. Grimes, Embiid. Embiid doubled. Grimes, Edgecombe, PG. 3 on the shot clock. Step back. PG contested 3. Got it again. Are you kidding me? What? Alexander Walker for 3. No good. 4 to play. PG heat check. Here's Edgecombe. Give it to Paul George. I can't believe I'm saying it. Ball runs through Paul George. 35 and counting. PG against Krejci. PG, step back 3. No good. Edgecombe couldn't pull it in. Here come the Hawks. 2-point game. They lost it. Grimes tried to pick it up. Whose ball does it belong to? Walker is hobbling. Grimes is hobbling. They might have banged the knees there. They're going to call time and review this. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, first off, we are almost to 500 likes. Get us there, man. Subscribe to the show. Holy Paul George, man. 35 points. Yo. Whether they win this game or not, man, I am starting to feel very, very good about Paul George. He is 7 threes, man. 7? Nah, yo, this is the Paul George that the Sixers signed, man. I knew it was in there somewhere. I didn't know if we'd ever see it again. Yo. Oh my gosh. Wow. See what they're going to call here. I think somebody challenged this one. Guys, the most threes in a game in Sixers history is 9. That was one of our trivia questions earlier this year by Dana Barros, Danny Green, and Tyrese Maxey back in 2022. Paul George is 3 threes away from breaking the Sixers franchise record. This is awesome from PG, man. If we can get this PG with Maxey, I feel a lot better, man. It's going to be a successful challenge. I think the Sixers called the challenge. Alexander Walker's still trying to walk off whatever happened. Let's go, man. Let's go. 800 people in the chat. Get us to 500 likes. Let's go, chat. We got a cardiac game. Like my guy Mark Zumoff says, close all windows and doors because we are coming in for a landing. Sixers Game Day Live. Every game we bring you this energy. Okongwu with 3. Come on, man. Are you serious? How are you letting this dude hit 3 after 3? He's got 5 of them now. He's got 14 boards, 5 threes, and 20 points. Joel downhill, turns, spins, gets it off the Barlow. Barlow under the rim, nowhere to go. Edgecombe, top of the arc for 3. It's off. Embiid hits the wood, and here come the Hawks. On the break, Johnson lost it. Great defense by VJ up the floor. Embiid couldn't handle it. Now he picks it back up. Now he gets it plucked away again, and it's going to be a jump ball. So Joel had a fast break, but he couldn't hold on to the rock. And now it results in a jump ball between Joel Embiid and Vit Krejci. Oh my gosh, man. What a game. What a game. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Drop that blue and red in the building. Come on, Sixer Nation. It's now or never. See if Joel can jump here at all. He's played how many minutes? 27? Paul George has played 31 minutes. Here's the jump. Embiid taps it out. Paul George has it. 2:50 to go in this game. PG going to drive to the corner. Kicks out to Embiid. Swings it. Grimes. VJ. VJ going downhill through contact. No whistle. And the Hawks get it back. Alexander Walker, Daniels, Krejci, Johnson, and Okongwu against Edgecombe, Grimes, PG, Barlow, and Embiid. Walker all the way, lays it up, left it a little bit short. Hung off the railing. Here come the Sixers, down by 5, 2:20 to play. Barlow, Embiid. Let's go. Run a play. Barlow in the corner. They have nowhere to go. Sixers just trying to create something off a ball screen. Here's Joel, puts up a contested 3, and he drills it! Woo! 2-point game! That was a big-time shot out of Joel Embiid. He's got 22 and 13 on the night. Okongwu. Dribbling, looking for the handoff, finds Alexander Walker, blows by Barlow, all the way to the rim, goes in, missed it. The tap back is no good. What did they say that was a goaltend? Nurse is screaming. How's that a goaltend? What? Oh, Barlow grabbed the net. I didn't see that. Sixers are going to challenge, I believe. So that's where we're at, man. They're going to review this. 800 people in the live chat. Let's go. We're almost to 500. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Here we go, man. Can the Sixers pull off a win here? Cardiac moments. It's been tight all game. I told you this game was going to be close. I told you it was going to be tight. Here we are. It is now or never. Coach's official challenge, I think. Paul George has 14 points here in the fourth quarter. Edgecombe does not have a point here in the fourth. Joel has 5. It's only taken 2 shots, though. How about Joel Embiid with 13 rebounds, man? Honestly, I think Embiid's been moving around pretty well tonight overall, even though a lot of his shots haven't dropped. I think he's looking a lot more spry. VJ downhill, crashing the rim, got it on the bucket. VJ Edgecombe.
Let's go.
So they ended up turning it over, overturning the call. Johnson misses the layup. Hawks get it back, and Daniels floats it in. Come on, man. Gotta limit the second chance, man. Gotta limit the second chance. Here's PG, gonna find Joel Embiid. Embiid down in the lane, kicks it out. Barlow, VJ, PG to the corner. Grimes takes a dribble. 3-ball is good. Quentin Grimes. Needs some defense. 1 minute to play. Johnson in the corner. Sixers need a stop. Here's Alexander Walker to Daniels. Down the lane. Turns. Okongwu blows by Embiid. Floats it up. No good. In and out. In and out. 40 seconds to play. 2 timeouts for each team. Paul George with the rock. Comes around the screen. PG switched on to Creedy. PG working one-on-one. The crossover. PG trying to ISO. Step back in the corner. Missed it. Edgecombe gets it back. Joel pump fakes a 3. Call a damn timeout, nurse. Call a timeout. Joel gonna ISO. He turns. Grimes from deep. And it's off. Why in the world would you? Oh, it's almost stolen. Hawks get it back. Foul him. Foul him. What the hell are you doing? This team is stupid. Oh my gosh, bro. How do you botch? How do you botch that bad? How do you botch that bad? 2.5 seconds to go. Bro, they almost stole the ball back, and then they don't even foul him. Why didn't you foul him earlier? And why didn't you call a timeout, nurse? And don't give me this crap of like, oh, well, they're in the flow of the game. You have 2 timeouts remaining. There was no offense called. There was no play. PG settled for a contested 3 in the corner. It makes me mad, bro. He could have won this game. And Grimes misses the 3, bro. Gosh, bro. The Sixers continue to have bad late game execution, man. You had to call a timeout right there. You had to. Had to. That's where Nurse is really making me scratch my head, man. Really making me scratch my head. You had 2 timeouts left, man. PG misses the corner 3. So you get the ball back. You get it back on an offensive rebound. Then Joel doesn't know what to do with it. He gives it to Grimes, and Grimes chucks up a deep three. $5 super chat, Philly fan. Philly for life says, I'm back, y'all. G-Mom had talked my ear off for the last hour and 30. This is a good game. Got to keep letting PG cook RB. He'll get us the win. Philly, thanks so much for the love, man. Hawks call a timeout. See? That's what you do when you don't have a play. You call a timeout so you don't get a shock or inbound violation. I'm so mad, bro. They had that. I don't want to hear, oh, they were in the flow of the game. You have to call a timeout. You have to have situational awareness. You're gonna waste a Paul George masterclass because you don't want to call a timeout, man. Anyway, if you guys are just tuning in, man, 953 people in here. Thanks so much for being here, man. I'm RB. I do this every single game. The live passion, the reactions, all of it, and more. We break down the game as it happens. We call it live. Anyway, 2.5 seconds left. We need to stop. Drop the defense emoji, man. Defense in the chat. Nurse, you better have these boys ready to get a steal. Quick foul or a steal. It has to be one of them. You have to foul immediately or steal the ball and call a freaking timeout. Johnson going to inbound it. Did they foul him? They didn't even get him. Nurse is saying he fouled him on the sideline. They didn't call it until there's 0.3 left. Can we challenge? Nurse looks like he's about to pop a blood vessel. Nurse looks like he's about to explode. Can we get a review? Nurse is saying he fouled him with 2.5 after the inbound. Did he foul him? He literally fouled him. Wait, is that a backcourt violation? Actually, it might be a backcourt violation now that I think about it. So they can't do anything. They're going to the free throw line with 1.5 left. Walker hits the first one. He definitely fouled him, and that should have been a backcourt violation. How is that not a backcourt violation? Second free throw is good. Timeout, Nick Nurse. So the refs just screwed the 76ers. Unreal, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, how is that not a backcourt violation? How is that not a backcourt violation? I'm sorry, man. I haven't like really blamed the referees this year, but that is an absolute atrocity, man. Now the Sixers have to heave up a three and try to tie it. I'll save my thoughts for after the game and the post-game show, but I am steaming right now, bro. The way that this game has played out, like, I was so calm the entire game. Lowry to inbound. Grimes corner three. In and out. Rattles in and goes out. And the Sixers lose. They called the final play for Grimes. They called him for Grimes. You know what, man? You know what, bro? Save it for the postgame show, RB. Save it for the I am pissed off, bro. I am pissed off at Nick Nurse. I am pissed off at the referee who should be fired. You hear me? Fired. I'm sorry. I don't want to call for somebody's job, but that is an absolute joke. And the fact that they, can't turn that over? Because it's a judgment call. We don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Screw that. You just costed us a game, bro. You costed the 76ers a game because of your ludicrous judgment, your no eye seeing freaking prescription. That ref should be fired. And then you draw up the play for Quentin Grimes, bro, who can't hit the freaking ocean right now. Listen, man, I'm not going to just go off about the last play. Chat's telling me that it was drawn up for PG. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm overreacting about that, but whatever. Whatever. I don't care about the last play. I'm talking about the backcourt violation that just screwed the 76ers. Should have been a backcourt violation. And on the prior possession, the Sixers had 2 timeouts remaining and did not call a timeout when they could have taken the lead. So I am pissed off, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm very mad. How do you let that happen, man? Oh, man. Anyway, man, we have a lot of good to talk about tonight and a lot of bad to talk about tonight. And we're going to go over to the postgame show. We're going to break it down and we'll take your phone calls and all that. That's just a disappointing loss, man. It's a disappointing loss. Felt like you had a lot of opportunities to win the game. I'm not going to let it ruin my night, but a lot to get into. I have a lot to say about Paul George, Joel Embiid, Nick Nurse, Jared McCain, Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, who didn't even play tonight. I have a lot to say, and I keep it real every single game. That's what we do. We analyze every game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. I watch every game in depth, man. Just once again, another game that feels like you should have won. Another game that should have won. All right, man. Sorry I'm quiet, man. I'm trying to process my thoughts on that game. All right, man. Let's see. $10 super chat. Philly for life. Thank you so much for the love, man. Really appreciate that. And thank you for everybody for supporting the show tonight, man. It's been a great crowd tonight, regardless. Philly for life says, dude, this is wild. Worst stuff I've ever seen a ref do by far. Lost us the damn game. Oh, and I didn't realize how bad Nurse and this team is in late game situations till this year, RB. It is unacceptable. And another thing I want to say about the refs too. Remember what was that, the third quarter or second quarter when Joel turned and, he inadvertently hooked Okongwu in the face? Remember that? You guys remember what I said at that point in the game? I said those types of points could cost the Sixers the game. And it exactly costed the Sixers the game. They gave the Hawks 2 free throws. They only made one of them, but they got the ball back. I don't remember if they scored or not. But that was a horrible call as well by the referees. And I haven't even blamed the refs for any game this year. But that was a horrific call. And the 76ers got screwed by the referees. Philly for life, $2 super chat says, why couldn't we challenge the backcourt call? I got to check on that, but my guess would be it's it's like a judgment call on a foul, I guess. I don't, or no, the Sixers didn't have their challenge, right? Because they won a challenge in the fourth quarter. And I think they had a challenge before that, right? So they didn't have any challenges left. I think they challenged twice in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think they could challenge again. Am I right? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, I think it's because they didn't have any challenges left. Because Nurse was trying. He was trying to call timeout the challenge. And where was the second one that they challenged? I know they challenged the Barlow one. There was another one they challenged, I forget, but we lost the challenge to Barlow. Oh, we lost that one? I thought we won that one. Because didn't the Sixers get the ball back? I don't know, man. Anyway, I don't think they had a challenge left. Barlow was an official review. Oh, so they didn't have the challenge? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just frustrated, man. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know in the chat, man. I don't know, but I don't know why they couldn't challenge it. We'll get probably an update post-game. Just frustrated, man. Anyway, we will talk more about this. I have a lot to get off my chest in the post-game show. I'll try to get a clarification on that, but I got a rant about what happened at the end of the game because this was a winnable game, and I have a lot to say about it. And I'm going to tell you exactly why the Sixers lost this game. All right, man. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. A lot to say on the post-game live show coming up here on the Sixers Game Day Live. Philly Take with RB. Sixers Game Day Live presented by National University. Catch you on just a few minutes, man. All right. Welcome in to the 76ers post-game live show here on Philly Take with RB. Boy, do we have some things to talk about tonight, man. As the 76ers go down, they lose again to the Atlanta Hawks 2 weeks after they lost to them in double overtime. But this time, it was way more controversial. There were two main reasons they lost at the end of this game. Two things that we must talk about. In part, the 76ers got screwed, and in part, they screwed themselves. So we are going to break it all down here on the show, and I want to get your thoughts involved as well. So please do me a favor and drop your comments down below. We will get to them. We will read them out. We will take your phone calls as well. Do me a favor, drop your thoughts and chime into the convo, man. So welcome on in here to the Sixers post-game live show. Once again, we are presented by Sleeper. Oh, man. Thank you for the 500 likes. Thank you to everybody who's been chiming in the chat, getting, interactive tonight. I'm just so mad. I'm so frustrated right now. I am just so mad right now with how this game has played out, bro. Like, you got to be kidding me, man. I'm still fuming. And by the way, we have let's say an explanation. We have an explanation on what happened at the end of the game. I know there was some confusion at the end, so I want to get into all that, man. Make sure you follow us everywhere, all platforms. If you're listening back on podcast platforms, make sure you go ahead and, leave us a rating, share us around, all that. All right, man. It's time to get into this. All right. So let's be real, okay? This was a battle between the 76ers without Tyrese Maxey, with Joel Embiid coming off a big game, and the Atlanta Hawks down two of their best players in Trae Young and Kristaps Porzingis. It did not go the way we thought in terms of who took the lead for each team, but it went exactly how I knew it was going to go. After that game a couple weeks ago, I knew this was going to be a tight cardiac game down to the wire. I picked the Sixers to win by 2, but I thought it could be a toss-up. And the Sixers lose by 3 points to the Hawks because the refs screwed them at the end and Nick Nurse screwed the Sixers himself. Let's start it off with the referee, because the 76ers are down by 1 point, and with a couple seconds to go, VJ Edgecombe tries to get a steal, misses on that, but he ends up fouling Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Walker's body, with the ball being inbounded near half court, is taking his momentum into the backcourt. So the referee doesn't call the foul initially, then calls it once he's over the half court line. And oh, by the way, he was over the half court line. How in the world does the referee miss that call? You cannot miss a call like that with the game on the line with 1.5 seconds left. He was clearly in the backcourt. Maybe the referee thought that VJ poked the ball away, but guess what? You missed the foul at first as well. They had to readjust the clock. How do you miss that? That is inexcusable. And I don't want to hear about the last 2-minute report and all this other nonsense. The referee missed a very vital call that blew the Sixers the game. That would have been a turnover. The Sixers would have needed 1 point to tie, 2 points to win, and they would have been able to draw up a play and most likely win the game with the scores or with Joel Embiid that they had on the floor. Simple as that. You cannot miss that call. We go back a couple minutes before. Dominic Barlow grabs the bottom of the net. Now, that ended up being an official review per my research here while I was getting ready for the show. So that was a review. All right, now hear me out. The 76ers, I believe, had called a challenge earlier in the fourth quarter. They may have called one earlier in the game. I'm not sure about that. But according to the reporters after the game and according to Nick Nurse, he was told by the referee that the play was not challengeable And the referee said this. After the game, Nick Nurse said that he was told by the official that he did not see the foul on Nickeil Alexander-Walker as a backcourt violation. Nurse tried to challenge and was told that the play is not challengeable. So the NBA is going to allow a play that clearly cost the Sixers a game to not be challengeable. That is absolutely absurd. Now, the other part of this, because this is twofold. This is twofold, and the other part is that Nick Nurse blew the game when he did not call a timeout in the final minute. The 76ers get the ball back. They are down by 1. This was after Quentin Grimes hit a 3. So let me break it down for you, okay? Quentin Grimes hits a 3 with 1:03 to go after Daniels hits a 2-foot floater. So the Sixers and the Hawks are exchanging buckets. And Grimes hits a 3. So it's a 1-point game. Now, there's 40 seconds to go. And the 76ers have the ball. So keep in mind, 40 seconds to go. They have 2 timeouts. They fail to call the first timeout. Okay, you're kind of in the rhythm. Cool, you're bringing it up the floor. Fine. They have no play set up. They have no idea what to do. Paul George then navigates ISO to the corner, one-on-one, takes a very low percentage step back 3. Okay, they missed that. But here's the thing. They get the rebound. And VJ Edgecombe taps it out. And now, at this point, you're left with about 20 seconds. And instead of calling a timeout to reset and to try to draw something up, you have 2 of them. They fail to do that. And the ball ends up getting rerouted to Joel Embiid, who thinks about in 3 and says, nah, I'm good. Then he shifts it over to Quentin Grimes, and Grimes ends up taking a deep 3 that he misses, and he's been pretty cold throughout the game, so I felt like he was going to miss it. And the Sixers then go into the VJ Edgecombe thing where they should have got the ball back anyway, but they don't. It is absolutely mind-boggling that Nick Nurse did not call a timeout, especially when you had 2 of them to try to draw up a play. I just don't know how the Sixers continue to have these just blunders late in games. How many games this year have been decided at the end of the game and we have been left scratching our heads saying, how is that the play you called up at the end of the game? Or in this situation, how did you not draw up a play? It's very unfortunate because you wasted a Paul George masterclass. The bright side, the silver lining of this game, is that Paul George is finally starting to look like the max player you signed a year and a half ago. Paul George with 35 points in this game, 7 triples, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a block. He was everywhere. He was doing everything in that fourth quarter to try to will the Sixers to a win, and they came up short for him. Paul George in the fourth quarter alone had 14 points. 14 points in the fourth quarter. 8 in the first, 9 in the second, 4 in the third, and 14 in the fourth quarter. He was knocking down threes. He was turning and shooting off balance and banking it home in the most impossible ways I've seen. And I feel like if they had called up a play for Paul George, they would have won that game. So again, I always talk about Nick Nurse, and I feel like he's been dealt a tough hand, and I feel like there are things that are unfair, and yes, the Sixers could have used Tyrese Maxey tonight, but when you have an opportunity and you have certain things going for you, why not capitalize on that and try to win this game? For all the people that are saying, well, Tyrese Maxey does this, and that, and, you know, him not playing last game helped the offense. Well, what about tonight? They needed Tyrese Maxey's offense tonight, didn't they? Tyrese Maxey's explosive scoring punch would have won this game by probably 20 for the Sixers. It's just another one of those close games that's a tough, contested loss that feels like they should have won. It's just getting frustrating, man. It's just getting frustrating, man. This is a game that you should have won. I have a lot to say, man. I'm pissed off that that is how the game ended. It was a tight game all throughout. Sixers scored 36 in the third. They actually won a third quarter. And they couldn't pull it out because of bad late game execution. How many times are we going to continue to say the same thing at the end of games, man? But that wasn't just it. There was a lot else that happened as well. Let's talk about it, man. The Sixers come out in the first quarter and they get blown away 39-29. The Hawks are pretty much unstoppable, and it wasn't even Jalen Johnson tonight. I thought Jalen Johnson would be the cream of the crop, and I thought he would lead that team like he did a couple weeks ago in the double OT game. He had 12 points tonight, 5 of 17. So the Hawks are down Trae Young, they're down Kristaps Porzingis, and Jalen Johnson didn't have a good scoring night, and you still couldn't beat that team. Dyson Daniels dropped 27 and 10. How many mid-range floaters are you going to leave wide open for Dyson Daniels? And they did the same thing all night, penetrating the paint, getting the switch on the big, and they were tougher on the boards, man. Now, at the end of the game, Sixers got out-rebounded by only a couple, and they had 21 offensive rebounds, but when it mattered most, it was the Hawks who continued to come up with second-chance points in this game. Onyeka Okongwu had 5 threes in this game, 20 points and 15 rebounds. How many times is Joel Embiid or Andre Drummond going to leave Okongwu wide open on the perimeter? It just felt like the Sixers were down by like 6 or 7 the entire game, and they didn't really pull back in until late in the fourth, and when they did, the Hawks just always had an answer. Now, I have another gripe about Nick Nurse as well, and I know I'm kind of all over the map here, but I want to talk about the second quarter because I was very dumbfounded by the fact that Nick Nurse thought that this was the perfect game to play Joel Embiid, Andre Drummond, and Kyle Lowry at the same time. We'll start off with Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry got 8 minutes in this game. No Tyrese Maxey, like I said. Tyrese Maxey could have really helped the Sixers in this game, of course, because he is the leader of this offense. But Jared McCain played 18 minutes, and he had 0 points. This was by far Jared McCain's worst game of the year. And it was funny because when I finally said, okay, now it's time to bench Jared McCain, Nick Nurse is playing him in the fourth quarter when he's obviously struggling. He had a lid on the rim. He could not buy a bucket. He made a couple nice steals, but outside of that, Jared McCain had an awful game. So Nick Nurse's idea is to bring Kyle Lowry into the ballgame for 8 minutes. And Lowry does what he normally does and goes out and runs a little bit of cardio and, dishes a pass to the corner, takes a 3 and misses it. But what was really mind-boggling was in the second quarter when instead of playing, a Dembona next to Joel Embiid, or playing Jabari Walker, who brought a surge of energy. I mean, Jabari Walker comes in all the time, and he's crashing the glass, and he's getting up in a guy's face, and just extending possessions. And then Dominic Barlow did the same thing as the starting four tonight. But anyway, instead of alternating those guys, for some reason, for 2 minutes in the second quarter, Nick Nurse thought it was a good idea to play Joel Embiid, Andre Drummond, and Kyle Lowry at the same time. And it made absolutely no sense. And for some reason, the 76ers continued to play Kyle Lowry, and then they go back to Jared McCain, and in a way, I almost feel like they overplayed McCain in the second half. Jared McCain did not have it tonight. Jared McCain just did not have it at all tonight. Justin Edwards once again did not have it tonight. Kyle Lowry never has it. Andre Drummond had 5 points off the bench. That was the leading bench scorer tonight. Jabari Walker had 4 points. The Sixers had 9 bench points in this game. From McCain, Lowry, Drummond, Edwards, and Walker. That is inexcusable. That is another reason they lost this game. They shot 41% from three as a team, and the Hawks shot 50. That's another reason the Sixers lost this game. And we had a stat, we had a stat early in the game about how the Sixers are the 9th ranked defense in the NBA, and they've been steadily climbing since early in the season. And the 76ers play no defense at all. That was a mind-boggling stat to me because they do not play defense, especially on the perimeter. And we've been saying that all year. And it's why they could really use a Kelly Oubre back in the mix. So I just don't know how they even cracked the top 10. But nonetheless, man, 76ers, man, it's just so annoying because now they're 14-11. And it feels like they go on a nice little stretch, and then they lose a game that they should have won. And then that usually kind of rolls into a couple bad losses. And they just go back and forth. The entire identity for this team was different tonight, man. It was very slowed down. It was a lot of Embiid-centric basketball. Obviously, because Maxey wasn't in. I just feel like they could have leaned more into what worked. That being Paul George. I mean, Paul George had a run there in the second quarter where I think he had 8 straight points. Matter of fact, he had 9 points in the span of a minute. He hits a 3, then he hits another 3, then he gets an and 1, and you're thinking, uh-oh, here comes Paul George. Paul George is on a run. And what does Nick Nurse do? He takes him out for the rest of the second quarter. I understand the minute restrictions. Paul George played 33 minutes tonight. Joel Embiid played 30 minutes tonight. But in the second quarter, when Paul George is on fire, you got to let that guy continue to ride the hot hand. There was a stretch in the third quarter where VJ Edgecombe started to get his flow going. And he had a couple nice pull-up middies. Couple nice threes. He had 4 tonight. And what did they do? They take VJ Edgecombe out of the game. So they don't really ride the hot hand when they have it. Quentin Grimes went 4 of 14, and he went 4 of 10 from 3. So most of his shots were spot-up threes. I think we've seen clearly that Grimes can't be that facilitating guard. VJ's still trying to develop it, but it's early on. And it feels like McCain can be that facilitator, but he can't score the ball right now. And it was just a really bad night out of Jared McCain. So overall, I know I've jumped around a lot, but it's just a frustrating loss when you think about where the Hawks are. The Sixers were tied for 4th in the Eastern Conference before tonight. They were tied with 3 other teams, and the Hawks were a half game behind them. And now the Sixers have probably dropped 4 spots with this game tonight. Just feels like a game they had, man. An opportunity, at least, that they had. Not that the Hawks didn't play well, because like I said, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about, right? Jalen Johnson goes 5 of 17. Nickeil Alexander-Walker goes 3 of 18. Reza Shea goes 5 of 9. Okongwu goes 6 of 17. And the Sixers get cooked by a guy named Vit Krejci off the bench. Vit Krejci. Former second-round pick, I believe he was. He goes for 19 points in 26 minutes off the bench. And this guy had a game earlier this year. I think he hit like 8 threes off the bench. The NBA, was making storylines about it. But this guy is a bench player. Like, he's a career journeyman bench player. And you're letting this guy create off the dribble the way he is? Like, he is absolutely just slicing through your defense. I fear that the Sixers may not have enough perimeter guards that can defend. And I know we talked a lot about Grimes and VJ, their defense, but I just don't see it consistently, man. They got beat really bad by the wings of the Atlanta Hawks today. They did. And a lot of it happens going downhill. You'll see a guy one-on-one at the top of the key, and he just decides to dribble drive, and he blows right by the first defender. It always happens. I don't know if it's a positioning thing or a talent thing or what it is. But it's just annoying, man. The good part about tonight is that Paul George looks incredible. This is now like 5 games in a row where I'm looking at Paul George, and tonight was something different. Like, this is the most points that he has scored as a 76er. He was 2 threes away from tying the franchise record tonight. He was 7 of 10. He was hitting impossible shots. And if PG can continue to be that guy to not only handle the rock, but hit a bunch of threes and defend the way he is right now, the Sixers could be in really good shape with Maxey, PG, if Joel, continues to play better. And that's the last thing I want to talk about before we get to some of the phone calls and the messages in the chat. How did Joel Embiid look tonight? Well, he dropped 22 points, 14 rebounds, an assist. He had 3 turnovers, a steal, and 2 blocks. But he went 8 of 20 from the field. And he went 1 of 3 from long range. So here's how I feel about Joel Embiid tonight. The shot wasn't necessarily falling all the time, but I feel like the Hawks were playing him a lot different than the Pacers did. There was a lot more double teams. They got back into, pressuring the ball. They were forcing him to make quick decisions. Now, a little bit of it, from what I can remember, feels like Joel kind of like trying to force his way through that. It seemed like he kind of wanted to take over. And I did not like, in the first quarter, how the Sixers just really ran no offense outside of dump it to Embiid. Everything was running through Embiid in the first quarter. Like, everybody would be spaced out. They'd say, all right, Joel, go score the ball. I didn't like that. It felt like they were going to burn him out, and they kind of did. But what I will say physically about Joel Embiid is that he moved around very well. He was blocking shots. There was a play where I think he blocked Dyson Daniels, and it was a very impressive block. Like, he actually got up off the ground. And I thought Joel Embiid looked a lot more spry again. I thought he moved around very well. I thought his physical stature continued to get better in this game. That's the positive about Joel Embiid. He looked healthy. This was the first time that he played a game, had one rest day, and then played again. So that's a positive sign from Joel Embiid. And I thought he looked better physically. And if Maxey was on the floor tonight, I think the dynamic would have been unstoppable because of how Paul George played. And when Maxey does come back, I want to see those touches allocated between the 3 of them. I want to see the touches allocated because, like Joel Embiid said after last game, it doesn't matter who it comes from. He said, I'm willing to sacrifice. So I don't want everything to run through Joel. I don't want everything to run through Paul George. I don't want everything to run through Tyrese Maxey. But anyway, I thought Drummond had a couple nice tough rebounds down low, a couple nice offensive boards. I thought the role players did their thing, man. But they have to figure out this bench scoring issue. And the late game clock management and overall coaching has to be better. And they just have to find ways to win games like this one. So, like I said, a lot of good to take from tonight. Some definite bad to take from tonight. Where do you come down on this loss tonight? How do you feel about it? Should we not be overreacting about it? Should we be frustrated? Should we not? How do you feel? That's what I want to know. How should we feel about this game tonight? All right, we're going to go to the phones in just a second. Call into the show. Phone number to call in is 339-207-7171 or join in on the Discord. We will talk about all of it, and we will read your messages out in the chat. But who is the player of the game tonight? Who are we giving the player of the game to? Because honestly, it's hard. I feel like you kind of have to give it to someone on the winning team, but Paul George played the best game out of anybody tonight. If the Sixers won this game, it would easily be Paul George. The way that he's creating off that 1-2, the way that he is creating space. I mean, it's something we have not seen out of Paul George since he has been here in Philly. This is the Paul George that the Sixers signed to a max contract. He is playing phenomenal hoops right now. And if Joel continues to look better physically, and when Maxey gets back and PG can continue this, that trio could be lethal. But because we give the player of the game to someone on the winning team, I think I'm going to give it to Dyson Daniels. I mean, to drop 27 tonight, usually he's not looked at to be that primary scorer. And with his counterparts not stepping up tonight, I thought Dyson Daniels did a lot of good things. I mean, what is he, 6'3", 6'4"? He had 10 rebounds, a steal, 2 blocks. He played tough basketball tonight, and Dyson Daniels did his thing. So I got to give it to Dyson Daniels tonight. But, man, where do you come down on this loss? How do you feel about it? Give me your thoughts. Let's go to the chat. We'll read a couple messages. And then we'll see if anybody is on the phones. Just frustrating, man. Let's see what they're saying in the chat. Justin Edwards, 0 for 10 the last 2 games. McCain has played like this for a while. I'm not being negative. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I mean, if Nurse is going to have that short leash with Jared McCain, he should definitely have it with Justin Edwards as well. I do agree. Let's see. I liked him getting double-digit rebounds and trying to block shots. I agree. He looked a lot better physically, man. He did. Hawks should not be beating you with this lineup. Very young, sad. Dom says, true tonight was bad. How will they respond next game? Well, now they have another 4 days off, which is good for the health of Joel Embiid and some of the others. But I'm glad that they're starting to wean down the minutes on these minute restrictions. But can their bodies hold up? Because, now Paul George is building an expectation in some way, Paul George is kind of starting to build this expectation of how he can play. And Maxey has missed 2 straight games with an illness. So I actually kind of like Maxey missing these games because it almost gives him essentially 2 weeks off when he has been playing the most minutes in the NBA and his body is really tucked out. So I like Tyrese Maxey taking this, 2-week hiatus to get his body right, especially for having to overcompensate for guys missing minutes. Oh, and by the way, on the last play of the game, I didn't even talk about that. I didn't rewatch the play yet. I didn't see the replay, but people were saying that the play was drawn up for Paul George. But nonetheless, that's another thing I could talk about with Nick Nurse, because the last play of the game, they couldn't even inbound the ball. They had Kyle Lowry inbounding it, and he chucks it into Grimes eventually, who takes a turnaround fadeaway in the corner, just like Paul George did 30 seconds before. And again, the late game play calling and execution has just been very subpar this year. It really has. I think we kind of overhyped Quentin Grimes at the beginning of the season because he's definitely starting to come down to earth now, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over to the Discord. We got our boy Cool J on the line waiting. Cool J on the Discord. Cool J, what's up, man?
Yo, RB.
Yo, what's up?
Definitely, I agree with 100% with what you said before. Like we talked about, this game going in here. Like Paul George had a really historic game, and you don't take that stuff for granted because we've seen, Star just slowly develop, and like in this game as well. Like you should have, you should have capitalized on Paul George. Like 31 points. Like you even seen him play like that since at all since we drafted him last year, and like, and I guess you definitely agree with the bad calls we got tonight was also a bad was terrible, and I mean, but I do blame the refs for that. That was like you should have given the game that call. And
I just don't understand how it's unchallengeable. I mean, it's just they make mistakes, and like I feel like we haven't blamed the referees at all this season. But for me, this is the first game that I am blaming in part the referees. And another play I didn't even talk about was the Joel Embiid one, where he got called for a flagrant foul. And he turns and he literally I think he hit Okongwu with an inadvertent elbow. And, they give him a flagrant one. And that free throw that they gifted them plus the ball back also kind of costed them the game there. So, I don't know, man. Just a lot.
Yeah, definitely a lot has gone down. And it goes back to Nurse. Like, Nurse had very bad coaching, especially during the last fourth quarter. And we've seen that a lot these past couple games. Like, I don't know what, what his main plan or idea was, but I mean, doing this stuff, doing these late calls, not taking timeouts when you need to is just, now it's starting to get annoying. And you got to figure that out too. And I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's just bad. It's bad late game management, man. Like, how do y'all keep doing this? How do they keep doing this, man? I don't understand it. It's just frustrating.
And we talked about this before. Like, it's going to stack up. It's going to stack up. It may not look it now, but it's starting to stack up. And you can't let that happen because it's going to literally cost you a lot of games and a lot of losses. And we can't let that happen. You cannot, do that because that's not how you build a culture.
Yep. I agree, man. Cool J, got anything else for me, man?
I mean, you got to next couple, and especially now, the schedule's going to get even tougher now. You're facing the West, because now you're facing the West Coast too. Mm-hmm. And you got to figure this stuff out. You have you have a 4-day break, which is luckily, that's good. You have time to reevaluate yourselves, try and rest up, figure stuff out. But you got to figure stuff now. You got to figure stuff quick.
I agree, man. Cool J, appreciate you calling in, man.
Of course, but thanks for having me in.
Shout out Cool J on the Discord. Yeah, I mean, part of it's reevaluation, and then part of it's just when do we get to a point where the Sixers can draw up a valuable play late in a game that can win a game? Like, when do we get to that point, That's what I'm wondering. When do we get there? Just getting on my nerves, man. It's getting on my nerves. So, I don't know, bro. But I feel like I've been kind of all over in this post-game show. There's just a lot. It's like scatterbrain right now. I just feel like the Sixers got costed a real opportunity at the end of that game. The Joel Embiid flagrant foul, ridiculous. Like, in what world does a guy turn his elbow under the rim, accidentally elbows someone in the face, and gets a flagrant one? The Dominic Barlow one at the end of the fourth quarter where, he grabs the bottom of the net. They end up overturning that on a review, but then they can't challenge the ball at half court. I want to go through that one more time. And before I do that, shout out to Bernard McCoy with a $5 super chat. It says, RB, PG is so frustrating. He has a great game going, and then he takes a last-second mixtape shot to take the lead. Don't really understand his game. You know what, Bernard? I hear you, and thank you for the super chat, but I can't put that all on Paul George. I can't. Paul George was trying to make something out of nothing. The Sixers got the ball back with 40 seconds to go, and they had 2 timeouts. So once again, 40 seconds to go. They bring the ball down the floor. Instead of calling a timeout and drawing something up, they let it play out, but they don't run any play. They don't look over to coach, draw up any offense, nothing. It's just everybody dishing the ball around. So then Paul George, I feel like, took the notion to step up. He took the initiative and was like, you know what? I kind of have to try to do something here. And he was one-on-one with a defender. He tried to ISO and he couldn't blow by. So then he ends up settling for a step back in the corner. But then after that, the worst part was the Sixers got the rebound back. And instead of calling a timeout at that point, they decided to keep running the offense. Joel Embiid got the ball at the top of the arc. He didn't know what to do with it. So he said, all right, Grimes, here you go. Shot clock winding down. And Grimes takes a deep three beyond the perimeter that was honestly not a high percentage shot. And I just feel like calling a timeout there, like you have to have like that situational awareness to call that timeout. You have to call that timeout. So I feel like Paul George, like he was just trying to make something happen. But it was a bad shot. And Grimes, his shot was even worse. But then, okay, so let's go through this sequence one more time, just in case you're just tuning in. But there's what, like 5 seconds left or whatever it was? Let me check. So anyway, there was, where are we at here? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place, man. Yeah, so there's what? 5 seconds left? 6 seconds? And they inbound the basketball to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it should have been a backcourt violation. They inbound the ball. Walker is stepping over the backcourt line as it happens. At first, we thought VJ got the foul and they didn't call it. And the refs didn't even call it right away. So Walker gets the ball, and even when VJ did foul him, his first foot was already into the backcourt. So Walker is stepping into the backcourt. It is a backcourt violation. And then VJ fouls him after. And Nick Nurse tries to call a timeout to challenge, and the referee tells him that it is not challengeable. So then the free throws happen, and then the 76ers can't even inbound the basketball. And they end up throwing it to Grimes, who then fades away at the buzzer and almost hits a crazy shot, but it didn't go in. So anyway, man, that's how this game went. There was good and bad. It was frustrating. And at the end of the day, the 76ers just need to bounce back. 2 tough losses to the Atlanta Hawks. They were building up some momentum. They're 14-11. Things could be worse. Plus, they get Tyrese Maxey back. But I'm just not happy at the referees or the way that the game was managed late in this game. Sixers only had 12 turnovers in this game, so they did a good job taking care of the basketball. Let's see. Yeah, it was a tight contest, man. And the Hawks shot 50% from 3, which again, the Sixers are leaving guys wide open from the perimeter. So anyway, you look at this game and you say, hopefully a game like this helps build character and helps build winning and, teaches these guys, certain things in certain moments, but we'll have to, that remains to be seen. We'll see. So anyway, I don't have much else to say on this game, man. Seems like people are kind of getting ready for the week anyway. The Sixers will be off until Friday. The NBA Cup finale is on Tuesday between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. And then the Sixers will take on the Knicks for the first time this season on Friday. And now that's a tough game. Then you have the Mavericks the night after, so a back-to-back. It's going to be tough, man. The Knicks have been playing pretty well, and the Mavs are playing better. And that's why it feels like this was a game they wanted to win. But regardless, that is where we are at. 76ers go down 120-117. And before we get out of here, we got to give one more shout out to our great partner over at Sleeper. Download the app, use the code PHILLYTAKE, get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on the Sleeper app. So once again tonight, I jinxed people on Sleeper. I picked Dyson Daniels over 2.5 steals. He goes under. I picked Jared McCain over 9.5 points. He goes for 0. And I picked Joel Embiid over 24.5, and he goes for 22. So you know what? Next game, I'm just going to pick the opposite of what I'm thinking, because apparently I just jinx people, and that is how this game went. But if you think you can pick better than me on Sleeper, go ahead and download the app, use the code PhillyTake, and give some love to our great partners over at Sleeper, partner of the Philly Take post-game show here on the Game Day Live show, and get a free $20 entry without any deposit required. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I think with all the frustrations and with everything, with how that game ended, it was still a tough competitive game, and the Sixers have to learn from it. And I'm sure we'll get a last 2-minute report tomorrow, which says, oh, our bad, we messed up, referees messed up. Well, I feel like that referee should be held accountable for essentially blowing a game for the 76ers. Let's see what else we have. Dom says, I mean, they're all winning teams. We do have to beat better teams. We do. Sixers have to be able to beat teams like this and be able to beat teams with winning records, because like Cool J said, the tougher teams are coming up on the schedule. So they have to adjust and they have to figure it out. Question is, will they do it? I guess we'll wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have some videos out during the week. Make sure you turn on noties so you don't miss those. Make sure you follow us everywhere. But this is the Sixers Game Day Live show right here on Philly Take with RB. Another cardiac game. Every single game is cardiac. Sixers fall in this one. They go down 120 to 117, and they now sit at 14-11 on the season. Give us your thoughts down below. Thank you all for being a part of it. Hope you have a great week. Sixers will be back for a back-to-back Friday and Saturday. Tough loss tonight. Got a rebound from it. Philly Take with RB, Sixers Game Day Live show. Enjoy the rest of your night. Catch you on the next one, man. Peace.